What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Hobgoblins Cave Reps right here at Counterspell Games in Jacksonville, Florida. We're back at it with another Warhammer 40k battle report. Tonight we have got the White Boys, which is what we're going to call these Eldar, as long as they're all primer. And then we've got Admech, which has got just one additional color beyond primer.
That's true.
So
it's got some plastic showing. Hold on.
A beautiful gray.
Yep. So don't judge us on this. We play a lot of armies and have to use a bunch of stuff, and there is no way to keep up with all of the painting. At least that's what Eric says.
I have a full-time job that doesn't involve things.
That's a fair excuse, but still an excuse. This is gonna be a fun one tonight.
This is gonna be good.
Now I'm gonna just warn everybody, right? This is a brand new Eldar Codex that we're still working through the detachments on. And as many of you who've watched a lot of our videos know, we don't have very many Admech games. So that means a lot of the players aren't going to have a lot of reps into Admech. So we're going to be doing a lot of discussion about the rules and interactions here tonight, just to keep everybody on the same page. Of course, if this is one of your primary armies, feel free to speak up and let us know if we're misinterpreting or missing anything. So that being said, I want to see what these lists look like. How do you guys feel?
Yeah, okay.
Read your name.
Wraith Boner. Alrighty. I'm bringing Eldrad Uthran, simply because I want free CP, and I don't want to take a enhancement where I have to roll a dice to try to get a CP.
Gross. That's for pores.
Yeah. I have Mongan Ra, unit of Storm Guardians for sticky objectives. There are three Shadow Weaver platforms. I think you missed that. There we go. 2 Wraithords, double Bright Lances each, a D-Cannon, an Autarch, not Wayleaper, just a regular Autarch, with the Timeless Strategist for an extra battle focus token. The D-Cannon, 2 Dark Reaper units, 2 Falcons, and 3 Warwalkers, and 3 units of Wind Riders, which aren't on that list.
All things considered, that's less errors than I typically make.
Well, let's see how this other one is.
Toaster Bros. Alright, we're getting wild. So I'm playing Haloscreed. I'm playing a different version of a list that I played before. Oh my god, there's so many more words on this thing. Holy crap.
Believe me, I recognized it.
So yeah, the long and short of it is I've got 3 units of battle line, 2 Vanguard, 1 Ranger. Rangers are going to sticky something. Vanguard are going to try to steal things from Eric. I got 2 tanks, Scorpius Destroyers. The 2 Vanguard are going to be in boats. They're going to be in their transports, which have a lot of firepower. The thing about this list is that every gun is good into Eric, and so it's going to be interesting to see how he kind of has to dodge me. I got 2 units of Bat Boys. One's in Deep Strike. One of them are on the table. They've got a little shoot and scoot. The difference between this and the other Haloscreed list I brought last time is I put robots in it. So punchbots, as we know, if you've watched any other game on this channel, have been meta for a long time. They're the best unit in the game. But they should be interesting to see. In this unit, or in this army, they can get +2 move, and they can get advance and charge. So they actually have a lot of mobility, which is the reason that cohort is so good to them. And they get the army roll, hooray. I also have 3 units of 3 Cataphrons. That's fine. And that's just going to be there to see if a little maneuverable unit can put some extra firepower down the lane. Eric's got a lot of shooting. He is the dackiest boy that Eldar has ever birthed. So it should be interesting to see how this works out tonight.
I imagine, based off of the head shape of Eldar, the birthing process is probably even easier.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay, so fine. The helmets make sense now.
Yeah, they shoot right out.
What is our mission tonight, Luke?
I believe this was mission F. Hammer and Anvil, Burden of Trust, Hidden Supplies. Hidden Supplies are objective in the middle, split, as you can see on the table.
Yep.
Burden of Trust requires us to select a unit to try to guard an objective to, I believe, score it at the end of our opponent's turn.
Yeah.
And chat, I encourage you guys to let us know what kind of supplies Eric keeps hidden around his place. Wrong answers only.
Pringles.
Well, that is our mission. Those are the armies that we're going to be playing here this evening. Of course, we want to take a moment and thank all of you guys tuning in with us, watching these this content, each each session we have. It's always fantastic to share this time and experience with all of you guys. If you like what we're doing, we encourage you to hit the like button, let YouTube know it. You know, if you've not yet subscribed, consider doing so. And like he says, ring that notification bell so you get updated every time we get up to these shenanigans. And of course, the Gob Squad. You guys are incredible. That's our membership community right here on YouTube, and they have really gone to great extents to help us grow this channel, and the appreciation on that is, you know, beyond words. Thank you guys so very much for all of that support. If you are not yet a member of the Gob Squad, make sure you do allow for gifted memberships to hit your account. That way you can kind of see what goes on behind the scenes with our content planning meeting every other week, and of course the deployment streams that we do for our members as well. We'd love to see you in there. So with all of that being said, will you guys get to killing each other already?
All right, gosh.
Who wants to go first?
Steve.
Yeah, I feel like it's really agnostic. This is going to be a real cat and mouse game, so you know, let's find out. It's me.
It's me.
I'm the problem. It's me.
All right, guys.
Well, in my face,
That's
Steve
right.
shall go first.
I'm going first.
We will each go up a CP, and I will get 6 battle focus tokens.
Hey, that's a lot of tokens.
I do have some scout moves to make.
Oh yeah, go ahead and make your. Well, I get to make my first one. So
Yeah, go for it.
I've got 1 scout move from these here rangers.
What's going on, Shoelace? Great to see you in chat, Gob Squad. Happy Saturday, he says. We got Johnny Zed. Like 2 hours earlier than expected. Great to see you, Johnny. He says, we actually made it in time for the stream start. Hey, yo, goblins. Of course, I'm going to have to start tuning into him for some of these assets as well. He suggests the Bone Singers buddies for the Eldar. And the Omnisized Toaster team.
Yeah.
What's the what would be the maximum threat range if you were to give them advantage in charge and +2 movement on punch bots?
On punch bots, so they'd be 8. So the maximum movement would be what, 14? 14 and then 26.
26?
Yeah.
It's +2 to charge 2?
Oh no, they just get +2 moves. So
+2 moves?
So 24. Yeah.
24? Okay. Let's take a look. So the base move is 8.
Their base move, it would be 8 with the +2. Yeah. Their base move is 6 normally.
And if they 24, 12 plus 8?
So yeah, so they'd be 6,
Oh,
8,
okay.
and then if I rolled 6,
26?
yeah,
26 there. That would be unfortunate.
yeah, they could really haul butt. But
Yeah.
if it makes you feel any better, to give them both of those,
Yep.
I would have to put D3 moral wounds on them and use them.
That doesn't actually
Strap.
make it feel better when you so they have like 6 wounds.
They have 7.
That does not make me feel any better, I promise.
If it makes you feel any better, the death will be quick and painful.
Yeah.
We will just remove a match. Just make it kind of hard and can't sit on this range.
Yeah.
On the wall rather.
Little double A 40k tonight. Little Admech and Eldari. I still just want to type out Eldar every time.
No.
They've renamed it forever ago, and I'm still not used to it.
Mm-hmm. And these are all single warlockers, right?
Single warlord.
Yeah.
You think one of them's
Alright.
cute?
I mean, you know, I figured one of them would couple up at
Fancy meeting you here, Warwalker.
You
I
come
mean,
here often.
cyborg on robot. I mean, that makes sense.
Alright, go for it, sir.
All right, let's see what we got here. So I'm gonna
That Wraith boner.
pick my Halo override units. So robots are always Halo overrided.
Those ones are because of enhancement.
Yeah, because the enhancement. So they always get that. I think it's gonna be. Let's see. Can I? Let's have this military grade laser here.
It's slowly running out of power.
So I have to get right there, like in that pocket to hit those dudes. All right, so I guess I'll do +2 movement.
Is that something you have to do before or after secondaries?
I think it's at the start.
At the start of the battle,
Yeah.
my Wraith Lords will pick vehicles to reroll hits and moves.
Vehicles, okay. Cool. It is in my commit phase, so I can do it before I pick. So I'm gonna do that. And then I think it's beginning of the round. Sorry, chat, it's been a little while since I've played these guys. Yeah, start of the battle round, I declare my who's wants it. So I think I'm gonna declare Protector. Yeah.
Now, did you use up all of your speed in deployment?
I'm doing a lot of maths in my head to try to figure out how Eric's not going to kill me this turn. Alright, my secondaries are secure no man's land and no prisoners.
Kill stuff and
Kill stuff and get stuff.
yep.
So I'm pretty good for that. So I'm picking Protector. Let's see.
I see quite a few people in chat with without that membership badge. Do make sure that you do check your settings and that you can receive gifted memberships. We'd love to see you with that badge on you.
Alright, so then my Halo override is going to be movement, I think I said. Or should
Is it the same for every unit?
It's the same, yeah. You pick one buff and all the override units get the same one. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll be a little greedy today. Alright. So the units that are gonna get that override bonus are gonna be I think this tank and these boys right here.
Always get it.
Yep. And the robots always get it.
As long as that character's in there, right?
Right. Well, no, the character, yeah, as long as the character's in it, I'm pretty sure it, because it hinges off the enhancement. Yeah, so he
So if I
has,
somehow snipe him with my 0 snipers.
exactly, if you precision him away.
Alright, melee. Alright, Autark, you've got work to do.
Which actually reminds me, let's see, I need to pick a thing for them to be in, and I think it's just gonna stay, I think it's just gonna stay +1 toughness, so they'll be T10 for a little bit longer.
Gross.
Yeah, that's disgusting. What's the toughness on a warlock?
6.
T6 and 7 wounds?
5 of? No, I think 6 wounds.
6 wounds?
We'll double check.
6 and 6.
I think so. Might be 7.
And they are vehicles, right?
Correct. 7, no, T7 6 wounds.
T7, 6 wounds.
Ooh.
Scary. Let's see. So.
Getting pumped for that Cherokee trip next weekend, Eric. How you feeling?
I told you I'd just be considering it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did discuss it as a yes already, but he's going to play hard to get for you guys.
Tell you what, 100 subs and you spray tan your legs, I'll go to Cherokee.
Oh. But we already discussed that you were going to Cherokee, so that's really kind of an empty bed right there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll have to figure something out for it.
You know, I would really like to get that Parmesan chicken again.
Oh yeah, from that little Italian joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good little spot, man. Well, you know, we're going to be doing that meet and greet at the food court for those folks in attendance, the Gob Squad and friends. But you know, we can get food from anywhere and take it over there. We're going to have to, I'm sure, get over there early enough to kind of grab a table so everybody can kind of be together.
shady things. Just trying to put some stuff in your way, more or less. Oh, this actually, they're gonna be just on. This thing was a little bit back. That kind of messed up.
Color kibble.
Yeah. Let's see.
I see what Steve did. Just cover his own face.
These 10, right?
CBD cheesecake from one of the sit-down restaurants was wild. I don't know if I saw that.
I didn't see that.
Although I don't know if I really care about eating CBD. I don't know.
It's not your
It's an experience.
it's not your preferred way to consume it.
Yeah, last year I got to sit down with Steve and his friends up there
Yeah.
at Cherokee, and I actually stopped at that Italian joint and got a chicken parm and then carried it over.
He was eating.
I walked
can
over to the
confirm.
food court and it was massively, like just lines. It's me and one of the other paint judges. We went over, sat down at this restaurant that was going to be closing soon and just happened to get our food to go.
Let's see. So we gotta actually move it a little bit to the side to make a pocket. These guys. Oops.
Did you change the programming for the punch bots?
No, they're just gonna be on +1 toughness. Because I don't think they're gonna get anything to shoot or hurt in any way this turn. Let's see. Yeah, this is very cat and mouse because the other thing is Eric's putting some time for this game because he has 3 indirect platforms that are all good. 4 indirect platforms. I hate it even more. Even more than
Only one of them shoots 24.
I hated it.
The other three
Approximately
shoot
one
like
more.
48, 36?
Is that like the times infinity plus 1?
48. So for reference, Steve, the 48s are in 3 sections, 24 is in the middle,
Okay.
and that's the D cannon.
The D. Yeah, but cool. I forgot he was 24.
Yeah.
And I forgot he was indirect, to be honest. That is the thing that I missed.
Still don't think they made vibro cannons good enough to take. Even with the buff of the more vibro cannons should have.
Vibrator cannons? What's that?
Yeah, the ones that have shot at a target. Yeah. The ones that shoot after that get buffs. So they go from like kind of a. They go from a auto cannon to something a little more terrifying. Because they get like +1 strength, AC, and damage, I think.
Oh, yeah.
For like every time they've been shot by a vibro cannon.
They're kind of gross.
They're not really that gross. I think Shadow Weavers have a place just simply because it's cheap, chip, indirect. Potentially causes mortal wounds when you move.
Yeah, no, Shadow Weavers are good, I think.
We had to kill a couple of these fans. Looks like chat was reporting some mic issues. Sounded kind of hollow over here. And we didn't mess with any of the settings on the computer, right?
No, there was an extra fan. Before we started, it was a little warm in here, so I turned it on. Because despite the fact there's another cold front coming into Florida, it is still hot outside.
Yeah, it is warm.
Yeah, for like the next week or two, it'll be like 40 in the morning, 80 in the afternoon. I don't like that at all.
Let's see, these guys. Just get out here.
You guys mute your mics for me real quick.
Sure.
So for each objective marker, you have a unit within range of. So end of the command phase, or end of the turn if it's the fifth battle range. You select a unit to guard for each objective marker. So one unit on that objective can attempt to guard it.
Cool.
And at the end of my turn, from the second battle round onwards.
Right.
Raise or two.
Okay.
If they want to stay there.
Is it command base?
Yeah, so.
So I could technically guard with them too,
with
because
someone-
they scout.
That
yeah.
should fix it, guys. Appreciate that. Looks like we had the wrong audio input being pulled from here, so hopefully that will fix the issue.
I'm going to advance with these guys also, I think.
Steve is advancing for 2 inches.
2 inches. Thankfully, it is 4 inches because they are next to battle line. So I'll move 12.
Oh no! What is this noise? You know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Not safe for work content.
Does this matter? Let's see. Keep them a little safe-ish. Okay, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and shoot now.
Already?
Yeah, everything moved up, I think. You only have the is that a Wave Stripper or a Falcon?
Falcon
Falcon?
and Deep Strike.
Cool.
And they're in the other Falcon.
Cool. All right, so let's see. These guys are going to go ahead and shoot into your Warwalkers.
Can they all see me from there?
Yeah.
Because 2 of them are on the template, and they can't draw line of sight from the section that's on the template.
Yeah,
Because they're not wholly on it.
They can shoot through this little thing here. It's like this guy.
Okay. All right, cool.
And that guy.
That might be a tight fit.
It is a tight fit.
That's what she said.
They are definitely not within half. Well, actually, the front one might be. I doubt it though.
So what other buffs you got going on with them right now?
Nothing big. Yeah, they're just out of range. They do have an enhancement that gives them 36 inches instead of 30.
Wow.
Which means their rapid fire goes down to 18, which is where it was at the start of the edition. But you are outside of that, so you don't have to worry about that right now.
How many shots is it, and what are you hitting on?
2-piece. I'm hitting on 4s. Do they have stealth or anything?
Nope. I'm considering a strat, though.
Cool.
Hit on 4s?
Hitting on 4s, full rerolls. And I am actually going to... Am I going to use the CP? Yeah, I'll use the CP to give them crit 5s.
Crit 5s, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I will use a CP to give these guys -1 to hit, lightning fast reactions, 1 Assyriani unit for my army, excluding Wraith constructs that was just selected as a target of the attack.
Cool.
Subtract 1 from your hit rolls.
All right. So they're going to be hitting on 5s and critting on 5s. Nothing.
Okay.
So good strat. And 2.
All right.
And there's going to be lethals.
All right. So
Neg 3, I believe. Because they're within 6 inches of... Oh, I'm sorry. I messed up. I'm in Protector. So they would be hitting on 3s, but it doesn't matter. We'll just say those two were lethals and they went through.
All right. I walked into that, guys.
He walked into that, but yeah, I can get him too. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and shoot that.
All right.
The Faramite cannon is going to hit on 2s, because you're a vehicle, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so hit on 2s. All hit. Mm-hmm. It's going to win you on 3s. I'll win.
All right.
And these are neg 3 down to neg 2 for cover.
All right. 5 up invuln.
Nice.
1 gets through.
D6 plus 1, 7.
Explodes. Just the D cannon. D cannon will take 1. Ha! I think it's 1. Let me double check. Never mind, doesn't even have deadly demise.
He just whimpers out of existence. He's
Oh.
like, oh man.
Crap baskets.
Well, heck. And I think that's all that I can really do.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I wasn't really on making charges. I scored no prisoners. I could not. You were too well hidden for me to get the 3rd target, so I only get 4 on that. These guys are going to guard this objective. These guys are going to guard this objective. And I control 2 or more markers in no man's land, so it's a good turn for me.
Alrighty.
It's time for me to die.
What's going on, Cirosia?
So 5 points for secure,
The correct pronunciation, I'm sure.
and 4 points for no praise.
Alrighty, well, I'm going to go up to 2 CP because Eldrad is in my army.
What a boss.
And now I have to answer violence with more extreme violence.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of killing right now.
All right. I don't have any command phase stuff. Can't pick anything to guard or whatnot. I don't think I have any targeted stuff to do. Let's see. Want to give anyone some extra movement. We'll think about it. So those punch bots, well, one, they can't really go through the wall, right?
No, they can't go through the wall. They're going to have to go around.
All right, cool. Let's consider some stuff here. How far do you move again? Oh, I should probably pull my objectives too.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Behind enemy lines and defend stronghold. So that'll actually be secure no man's land.
There you go.
Great. Reshuffle that defend stronghold.
I think you can you reshuffle behind too on the first turn?
Oh, you're right, I can.
Yeah, I would.
Overwhelming force.
Okay.
All right. And
Gutfish Jr. Necron Christmas box. Yay or nay?
I think it's good. That's the one that had, I think the only reason I didn't like it too much was because it had Void Dragon, and he's a real, like, niche piece, I think. I think every Necron player should probably have one, but he's kind of like, I think most Necron players do get him. So it's like, oh, what do we got to do with 2 Void Dragons? But yeah, I think it was a pretty good box. I have to look it up and see what all came into it. I remember specifically thinking, this feels like a good box for people getting into Necrons, because it has a lot of stuff that you're going to want to use. I think it had like Immortals and a bunch of other stuff.
now for what it's worth, this pack
It looks like 1 Void Dragon, 1 Overlord, 10 Warriors, 10 Praetorians. Does that sound about right?
10 Praetorians. Triad Praetorians? Yeah.
So, I mean, it's It's not bad, but you still need a bunch of other stuff of Necrons to really get play out of it.
You do.
The one thing about the Christmas box, the one kind of negative feedback I would give is it doesn't have the value where you can buy 2 or 3 of them and get a strong infusion into
Right.
the army. You only need 1 Void Dragon. And
Yeah.
that's a considerable amount of that box, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't have the Void Dragon, right, and you could use more of those units, it is indeed a good box. But I wouldn't say it's a don't miss this box.
Right. I think
situation.
like everything in the box, I think is good. That you're going to want it eventually. But yeah, and that was the kind of the same problem that the Dark Angels box had too, because it came with the Lion. And I've seen mad lads out there buying 3 of those. And like, while it does have a lot of like Deathwing Knights and stuff that you're going to want to triple up on, like you got 2 extra lions now. Yeah. It's like, what am I going to do with this line?
Big shout out to Hobgob Rob, $5 super chat.
Woo!
Thanks to Steve because he's breathing into the mic.
I can't breathe anywhere else.
I was going to say you have to add more to that. You can't just that slogan
true.
has been.
That slogan's been trademarked.
Appreciate you for that, Hobgob Rob. First floor dice on the day going to Steve. What's going on, fingers and toes? Great to see you in here as well. All hail the Omniscience.
Woo!
What kind of guns they got? What's the range on them?
They got little short pistol guns. I believe they're 18-inch range, and it's like a whole bunch of strength 3.
All right, well, just in case you get froggy with an Overwatch, I'm going to say they can't be overwatched
Okay,
when they're set up.
they're coming out.
Not just to shoot you. Then they're going back in.
I was gonna say, yeah, they won't be out for long.
Chat talking about using the Void Dragon as potential conversion fodder for maybe some other Catans. That's not a bad idea.
That could be cool. He is a very cool model, and the coolness of the Void Dragon really brings into sharp relief how old the other Catan are. the Night Haunter and the Night Lord or whatever he is,
Nightbringer.
Nightbringer. Yeah.
Closer and closer.
Yeah, Night Haunter, Night Lord, those are 2 of the same things. They're in the same faction. I was almost there. Like he's awesome.
Catans of the night.
Yeah, but he has such an old model and a ridiculously small base for what he is.
I will back you up on that.
Yeah.
I will say though, I think it's a pretty cool model.
It's a very cool
It
model.
is pretty simple.
Yeah.
Right, compared to a lot of other stuff. But it is the Nightbringer is a pretty cool model.
Yeah.
As a fan.
Alrighty.
Eric very much does not want me to guard that point.
Not if I could avoid it, sir. It's also on an objective, and I have to kill things on an objective.
Oh yeah, well that makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I will warn you. The weird thing about AdMech is that they all have 5+ invulns.
Yeah.
The good thing for you is that I almost never roll 5+ invuln.
It's all right.
So
Just checking a range here.
yeah, you're fine wherever you want to go.
All right, how about you? You can almost reach them.
I think you probably got at least this guy. I think.
I don't know if you guys see
Yeah, you got his gun for sure, and you got those
Do
dudes.
punch bots repair?
They don't.
Okay.
They don't repair.
He's probably shooting punch bots, to be honest. I don't think I can realistically get anything else in that vicinity other than stuff that can already see it and shoot it. Actually, yeah, no, that's fine. Or is it?
Or is it?
Because he could go like here. They could still get out over here. I just have to readjust them. You can shoot that. But then you can shoot this thing back.
Yeah.
Unless that's dead for some reason.
Yeah.
Am I going to make the same mistake I made with Julian? and try to kill a bunch of stuff and then whiff really hard.
and then whiff, and then
Yeah.
have to like climb back.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
you're good. I think you got a lot of tricks here.
We're just gonna readjust.
Cool.
So we can't be overwatched anyways.
Yeah.
He's looking to just have line of sight on 5 of those models
Right.
to shoot easier. 2 wounds apiece?
Yeah. Those are 2 wounds.
Yep.
Yep. They are stealth also. Just
They ignore it.
just FYI.
They ignore penalties to hit and their ballistic skill.
I don't like that. Mm-hmm. I don't agree with that. For real.
There we go.
For real. Can I make your life more difficult here?
I don't know, what can you do
I could reactive move to you getting out.
with these guys here?
Yeah. But you know what? I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna try to save this guy instead. Because I think that these Wraith Lords are gunning for him, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably pop smoke on him, I think.
Now we're gonna stay hidden. Okay, so we're kind of good here. We will get our inch widget over here, and we will get 1.1 off the wall. With this unit, they will move up.
Cool.
Just make it hard for you to charge us.
They have sticky that, right?
Yeah.
They're the sticky guys? Okay.
They are sticky.
So I'm going to play into Eric's Eldar again with Dark Angels in a couple weeks. And I'm wondering, what detachment are you going to bring?
It's either going to be Wraiths, or it's going to be the bikes.
Both will be cool. Both will be cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to go... I want to build with the Lion. That's my non-negotiable. I want him in there. He's my man. But to put him in anything, I feel like you have to have a detachment that lets you advance in charge.
Right.
Which is not any of the Dark Angels ones. So it's either going to be Gladius or Stormlance. And I think I'm going to go Stormlance because I haven't played it yet.
Right.
And I got bikes.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Well, I think I'm going to start shooting.
Yeah, let's rip me up.
We're going to start with the Wraith Lords.
Cool.
They're within 12 of Eldrad, or Aeldari Psyker. They'll get +1 to their ballistic skill.
Nice.
And leadership 6. They are going to, well, the first guy,
Yep.
we'll start with actually, this one here.
All right.
He's going to shoot him.
Yep. That's what I figured. I'm going to go ahead and pop smoke with him.
All right. So hitting on 3s, back down to hitting on 4s, but re-rolling because you are a vehicle.
I am a vehicle. I can't deny that.
Double Bright Lances.
I don't like that.
I
at
don't
all.
have line of sight to anything else before my Flamers.
Yeah, not right now.
Hitting you on 4s.
Hey-oh.
Oh.
Oh, rerolls.
Rerolls for
Look
days.
at that. You switched them out. Look at that. Boom, boom.
3s
threes.
probably. Strength 12.
Yeah.
T not 12.
I think they're T10. 2.
2 AP3.
2 AP3s. Let's see. He goes down to AP2. There are 4-ups. Let's see if he lives. He does. He bounces both.
Boo.
Because he's got
Yeah.
the cover.
All right. The other one's going to fire.
Oh, God, no. All right, 1 hit. 2
2
hits. 3s. Both wounds.
Yep.
I gotta make me do this again, Eric.
Alrighty.
Wow. Same roll.
Fair enough.
All right, the pink dice are my dice now.
All right. He's got 1 target. Shuriken cannons at these guys.
Okay.
Do they have stealth or anything?
They do have stuff. Yeah.
All right. So hitting you on 4s. 2 lethals. AP1.
Cool. Let's see. AP1. They're gonna get cover. So they'll save on 4s. Oh, I got another 4 dice on me. Oh God, no.
2
Save
damage.
1, take 1. 2 damage.
Yep.
Kills the guy.
Not that anything else is firing at them as of right now, but this is to remind me that there's an extra
Additional
point of
AP1.
Yep.
Cool.
Additional AP exists there. Alrighty. These bikes will go.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, no. He's going to go.
Okay.
We're going to put my little shuriken cannon here,
Sure.
and we're going to put the big guns here.
Okay.
So they have stealth, right?
Yes, they
All right.
do.
So shuriken into them, hitting on 4s. One hit.
Nice.
Strength 6.
Yep, went on 3s.
No wound, but I get rerolls to wound against them.
Nice.
They were hit. All right, the pulse laser into the boat.
Yep.
All hit, unless it has stealth.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have stealth.
All right, strength 9.
Strength 9, T10, so 5s.
1.
1.
AP 3 down to 2.
All right, save it on 4. Save it.
All right, Bright Lance. It hits. It wounds.
Nice. I don't save that.
And take 4 damage.
Oh my god, Bright Lances.
Alrighty. These Reapers will go. The Tempest Launcher will fire at that unit.
Yep.
Everyone else is going to fire at this unit here.
At the...
Yeah,
Okay.
because they're close.
Yep.
Start with that Tempest Launcher. Blast into that unit.
That is going to be +2 for you.
Yep. So 2d6 plus 2. Cool, that's bad. That's 4, so 6.
Slightly on average.
Hitting you on 3s, because I ignore any sort of stealth you may or may not have.
Yep, not those guys. They're not cool. They're just normal boys.
And they're toughness 3, right?
They are toughness 3, yep.
Okay. So this should be 3s and 3s, I think?
I think so, yeah.
Yep, 3s and 3s.
Cool.
AP 1, not ignoring cover, though.
All right.
4.
Blam.
Basically your armor save.
Okay. Oof. Save 2, take 2. Needs 2 die.
Alrighty. Alright, the Reaper launchers, I think even the Autarch Reaper launcher will hit on 3s. Yep. These ignore cover.
Okay.
These ignore any penalties to hit. There's 5 of them. We'll fire, because you have 2 wounds apiece, so we'll go ahead and fire the 3 damage one.
Okay.
Ignores cover, hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s, I'm assuming, at strength 10?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, you got it.
We'll burn my token
Okay.
to get 5 hits,
Nice.
and on 2s,
2s.
5 wounds.
wounds.
AP 2.
All right. It's 5 ups. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's 5 up either way. That kills the squad.
Nice.
That picks them up.
Starting to get some bodies in the graveyard.
Oh, yeah.
I know both of these armies can be pretty lethal, so I'm sure you're both a little bit cautious about what you're putting out there for your opponent.
Yeah, it's a squirrely game. I wanted to throw some infiltrators to make him do something, to make him come out and expose something, because whatever happens in this game, like the clapback is always going to put somebody in the dirt. Like,
Those bikes are going to fire next.
okay.
Hold on, let me see when this happens here. When I needed to clear this. Only infantry unit. Okay. Boom. All right. Bikes. They're going to fire at them because that's the last guy that's in range.
Okay.
So I need to.
Who are they firing at?
Those guys.
These guys? Okay. Can they see them now?
Yeah.
You might have gotten inched out by a lip, but maybe not. See that fin?
So I can see that guy,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool.
and that one guy is still in range. Hitting you on 4s because you're stealth, right?
No, those guys aren't stealth.
Then 3s and then 2s because you're T3.
They're T3, yep.
3s and 2s.
Okay.
You are, is it eligible? Let me check this because they get rerolls. Or, hold on, let me make sure these are scatter lasers. Or, sure, can get. Those are scatter lasers. Let me dial up more shots here.
Okay.
At lower strength. But it is double the amount of shots.
I don't like that.
It also has 36-inch range, so they're in range of the guy they can see as well.
Yeah.
And these have sustained, 1.
Cool.
Each time I make a ranged attack, I can reroll hit rolls of 1. If the target of that attack is the closest eligible target. Is there anyone eligible they can see?
No, I think that's it. Because Stiltsman is blown up.
Then
and
it's
you're
full.
outside at 12, I'm pretty sure.
Hitting you on 3s with 4 rerolls with sustained hits.
Let's do it.
I thought these were the shuriken cannons. I didn't bank on this much.
Make sure you check Discord after this. John just dropped a really, I don't know what the hell he is saying, but he did put it in parentheses to check the Advent Discord.
Okay. I will.
I'm not going to get greedy here.
He's not getting greedy.
Yeah, I didn't
It's got a lot
decide
of
to fish.
sustain, though.
So that's 5, well, 2 misses, but 5 extra hits go in. Oh,
Okay.
Sorry, more misses there. And then I wound you on 3s, though.
Okay.
And you'll get cover,
Okay.
because there's no AP to this.
Whew. That's a lot.
So there's 5, 10, 13, plus 1 to your armor saves.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 10, 13, you say?
Yes, sir.
All right, saving on 3s here. Okay, 1, 2,
3.
3. Yep, 3 die.
All right.
Let's see. Kill him. Yeah, kill him, and I'll kill the Archivist too. Actually, I'll keep the Archivist in, and I'll just kill this guy.
Alrighty, we're going to start with this Weaver closest to me here. There looks like there's still 5 in that unit. So this will be D6 plus 3
Okay.
with blast, right? Still blast? Yep. Cool. 8 shots.
That's a good amount.
Hitting you on 4s because of indirect. And I'll be wounding you on
2s.
2s. Yep. One at AP1.
All right. Save it.
All right. Next
Well-
Shadow Weaver.
Actually, no, I do save it because it's AP. Is it
AP1
AP1 with cover?
Yeah, you get covered.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm good.
Yeah. Next one. Same thing. More shots.
How dare you? this is disrespectful, Eric.
Yeah, so are your saving throws, sir. So are your saving
That's
throws.
true, actually. That's true.
Cool. It's a lot of hits.
That's a lot of hits. We're doing 2s.
4 saves, sir.
All right.
Kill 2 more.
Kill some more.
All right. Now this last one's got to do it. It's going to be rough. 5 shots. There's not a chance. 2 more saves.
2 more saves. Save 1.
All right.
Kill 1. All right. Yeah, you'll die.
Alrighty. So I can shoot them. I guess I could still keep shooting them. I really wanted to accidentally kill one of those guys, but and I don't. This is only D3 shots hitting on 4s.
You want to kill him off the objective, though?
Yeah, I mean I also need overwhelming force.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess the D cannon is going their direction too.
Da-da-da-dee.
Number of shots for 3.
8.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Hitting
Things
on
looking good.
4s, yeah. Hitting on 4s.
Just need to connect with 2 because
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna save on this. Who knows? Just gotta roll 5. Anything fun?
Considering, I mean, I just rolled my number of shots, so I don't know if I would normally
It's-
consider this.
Yeah, it's fine.
But I probably should have considered it for the things that had more potential shots. I can pick a Suriani unit to just get sustained hits.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been good for those Weavers.
Yeah.
Shoot.
It's all right. We'll save the CP.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it for this.
All right. Hitting you on 4s.
All right.
killing you on 2s?
Yeah, definitely on 2s.
I think it's AP4.
Nope, I died.
Take 3 mortal or take 3 wounds.
Yeah, this guy's super dead.
All right, we tried.
Gets
We,
sucked into the warp.
we tried, guys. We tried.
It's a heroic effort. You left 1 dude alive.
I'm going to spend a CP. Skyborn Sanctuary.
Okay.
These guys will hop back in the transport.
Scoot back in? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely the strength of this detachment, is just having so many ways to hop back in transports and stuff.
We've secured No Man's Land, I think. Wait,
You got that?
I got that one. You probably own that one. Do you got guys on the wall?
Yeah, I do.
So you probably own that. I'm sure they got enough OC to beat a single
I
vehicle.
think they have 2 apiece. I think there's 4 on there.
Yeah, if you got 2 apiece, you got it. Well, it'd be 2 guys on it at most.
It's 2 guys on it.
Yeah, so you got 4 there.
Yeah, they are 2 apiece.
Yeah. So you got me there. So I got baby secure. I did not get overwhelming. And I got to determine whether I want to sack it or not. I think I'll hold on to it.
Baby secures what, 2?
2 points, yes. Well,
Yeah,
sir.
I was going to say overwhelming guild. You could probably knock that out with that much indirect. And now that we know you can sustain, yeah,
Yep.
it's all right. I'll go up a CP.
So you will score 4 and then 8, 12. You'll score a total of 12 in primary.
12.
And no, actually I couldn't do it on mine because no one was on an objective during my command phase.
All right. Let's see.
And back up to 6 battle focus tokens.
Bear with us, guys. Looks like we've got OBS freezing, so you might have the camera frozen on your screen for a moment, but we should be back.
Finger guns.
Very-
Yeah, finger guns are high fidelity, so it looks like they're good.
Eric is still frozen.
Oh,
Sweet.
Yeah, it's only glitching on one half of the screen. All right, I'm gonna get area denial and behind enemy lines. I hate that for me. I don't really want to be in the middle with this much shooting. Okay, I'm gonna be in. I probably should have picked this at the beginning of the battle round, but I think.
unless you have a 6-inch, I'm pretty well blocked out back here too.
Yeah, no, I think you're fine. I do not have a 6-inch in this attachment.
Only 9? I got it.
Only 9. Area denial and behind enemy lines.
Breathe harder, Steve.
I'm breathing so hard, guys. Eric's got me breathing hard over here. I am gonna go.
I'm more scared of you than you are of me.
Let's see. All the juicy stuff that I want to shoot.
Got such a beautiful smile.
I'm gonna go conquer. I think, because I don't think I really need the extra AP and the other, or the extra ballistic skill.
Well, let's do it, coward.
Come at me, bro.
Let me see what I can do here. If he's like right here, can he? Nope. He has to be like. No, there's no way you can get there.
I mean, punch bots are right there, man.
Yeah,
You're
punch
just
bots
gonna-
could do it.
You're just gonna walk around the corner
And
and
just
charge
punch.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go conquer here. So I will do that.
Or would you like your Haloscreed tokens to go?
The Haloscreeds are gonna go, I believe, on these guys, on the punch bots, and
And a battle shock test. Not that you'll still hold that
Oh, yeah,
objective. That doesn't matter there.
oops, that's another. It's another floor dice. He's good.
Yeah. Steve likes floor dice, guys.
Apparently.
You want to drop some more too?
No, I'm good. I'm good, man.
And you know, we are approaching the time in the stream where we want to start collecting some vibes as well for the credit roll.
Give it to us.
So go ahead and send them on in, guys.
Ooga chaka.
Screeden, and those are monsters. That guy's a vehicle, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. I guess I'll screed on the Castlins also, or on the Castlins, on the whatchamahoozits.
Gun-
These boys right here.
gun robots?
Gun robots. Cataphrons. That's the K word I was looking for. Okay. Let's see. Time to start moving. Let's see what we can do here.
All right.
10 inches. See, it's going to be 8 inches with a pivot. Okay, these guys still within 6. No, but I can move them first if I need to. Oh, and it's going to be advance and charge. I don't know if I mentioned that.
For
Actually, I don't need that. I'll be for the screen bonus. It's not going to be advance and charge. It'll be +2 move. I think that's all I need from them.
all right.
Because these guys move 10, yeah, and then it's an easy charge. What's the toughness on a Wraith Lord?
10.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow.
I will double check. I think it used to be an 11, but they dropped it. Yeah, it's 10.
Oh, I was hoping it was 9.
No, it's a 10.
I was really hoping.
And it's a 2-up save.
Okay. Yeah, so it'll be +2 move.
Yeah, I think they dropped its wounds and toughness in this codex. Had like 11 on each, I think.
6. 6. Okay. These guys are going to pick +2 shots
For their gun.
they're going to go gun ham.
So they're back down to toughness 9 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. So how much CP do you have?
Single.
Okay.
The only thing that might consider an Overwatch is this guy.
Yeah.
2 Eldari
Because
Flamers.
he's got the flamers.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to do anything.
Yeah.
If you were a bunch of 1 wound models
Then,
coming
yeah.
close to me, I'd consider it.
Oops. Eight, 6. Okay.
Oh, he fell.
He fell.
This is what you get for using white tack on there.
Oh, I know. Yeah, one of the things I like doing the most when it comes to hobbying is messing around with the bases. And so I just can't bring myself to glue them down.
That's fair.
Even with the freezer snap off trick.
I mean, just a little bit of super glue and a knife usually does the trick, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
don't like fully glue it down, just a little stick.
Okay, so these guys all would be good, I think.
So it's flamers, right? So just a shit ton of
Yeah.
flamer shots.
It would be a shit ton of flamer shots. I'm trying to get your bikes, but it looks like they're just
One
out.
guy can get the bikes maybe because it's
Yeah.
12 inches, right?
It's only 12 inches, yeah.
Like one guy can get the. I mean, they're only 2 wounds apiece and they're toughness 4 with a 4-up save. They ain't a whole lot there.
14.
Oh, what are you worried about? Those guys will get the bikes.
Maybe. They only have strength 3 weapons.
I mean, I might consider an Overwatch here, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, it is the same.
Are those 1 wound models?
They're not. They're 2 wound models.
Oh my god, gross.
Yeah. They're 2 wound models.
I hate that for you. If they were 1 wound, I would do it.
Yeah, you could pick them up if they were 1 wound.
So like,
Sure.
if I did it, I'm not saying I'm doing, but I'm gonna theory roll this because I get full rerolls with sustained hits here. Let's see. Oh, this might have actually been good because that's 12 hits now. That's 14 hits,
Jeez.
is what it would have been if I had declared this, which I didn't.
That was almost everything back there.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
you would have had 10 armor saves. What's their armor save?
They are same as everybody else. 4 plus, 5 plus.
So it would have killed 1, 2, 3. Would have killed 4. That actually probably would have been good. But
That probably would have been good. Oh, you got it.
got me.
We got him, boys.
Like, so, like, that was double what should have hit initially on the initial hit, right? Like, I had 6 sixes.
Yeah.
With 18 shots, it's 3 statistically. So basically, like, I doubled what the average would have been on that test roll. So really, if I'd done it, I might have killed 2. And I think the unit still dies because they shoot them and one of the punch bots shoots them, right?
Yeah.
The other punch bots shoot the Falcon, I guess, and then call it a day. So they're still dead regardless, and I think I just hold on to the CP because I'm considering a rapid ingress anyways.
I was going to say, you're probably going to rapid. I'm not really screening you in any meaningful way. And I'm expecting Moog and Ra to like just show up in my back line and start blasting. These guys are going to go ahead and get out.
So how's everyone doing tonight out there? Anything cool going on?
Well, I hear there's a group doing these 40k bat reps. That's pretty neat. We
What are
do
the-
have vibes getting collected as of right now. Johnny Zed's got a good one in.
What is it?
Get a few more. We'll let you know once they're all in.
Hey,
Well, wait, I want to
Yeah,
start
if you guys
practicing.
Want to go ahead and give us a few more? We can get that poll going. I will have you know that it was a very tough poll for, the champion tonight.
Oh, it's Steve, isn't it?
it can't
Actually, Eldari just pulled ahead with 56%.
There it is.
Oh, God. All right, well, that's 5 floor dice for me.
It's got to win, guys.
I'm scared, guys.
So continue dropping them on the floor. You're all right.
I'm scared.
Let's see.
Steve is being mean to me. He's not failing enough saves.
Yeah, that is true. Actually, I have not been cooperative in that respect at all.
It's all right. It's Julian all over again. Or, sorry, Julianne.
Julianne,
Julianne. How you doing,
our
Julianne?
boy Julianne. Shadow Weavers are T6.
Looks
right?
like Johnny Zed is painting up an armiger over on his side. So see,
Correct.
Eric, other people also make poor life choices.
Good job, Johnny Zed. Armigers are great. Imperial Knights are cool. Chaos Knights are still a little bit better, though. Jacob's just a hater.
Jacob is a hater.
It's
Confirmed.
true. It's true. I do hate knights.
Confirmed hater.
And I mean, it's like not even like the army's not bad. It's just the people that play them. You know what I mean, Eric?
Oof.
Man, if I go on this trip to Cherokee with you, I'm going to fart so much in
Look,
that
I will
car.
say a nice thing about a knight. Just one. And it'll probably be Imperial Knights, but it's close enough.
Waiting on you.
That's it.
I guess so.
That's all you get.
Yeah, that's kind of pathetic.
Oh, and by if, he means he'll see you guys at Cherokee.
Yeah, I'm going to casually pass out in the back seat and just start farting on you. I'm gonna gas that car up. I'm going to eat lots of rice and beans before. Maybe throw in
Shout
some
out to the
cabbage.
Hobgob Moonlit Anari. What's going on,
What's going on, Moonlit?
How are you?
You know, if I could ever get my hands on Yvraine, I might run some Inari. I swear to God, that girl has been out of stock every time I have looked. For months and months.
I literally just picked her up. I'm
Where?
not gonna lie to you.
Where?
Vortex had them. Had one Yvraine left.
Oh, that's because I've never gone to Vortex.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like I don't even know where it's at.
It's
first
in a
of all.
weird place. It is,
And it's
okay.
like far away.
Yeah,
It's far from where we live.
The people there are all great, super good group of people. It is in the most '90s like Florida like strip mall complex layouts I've ever been in. But yeah, they ended up having one, and they hit me up. I know, so many angles.
Yeah, all that's dying.
I'm trying to make it die. Trying to make it die, guys. All right, I can't hit that guy. I'm gonna have to hit this guy. So he's gonna come up and just have, hit him. He's gonna stay and hit him. These guys are just gonna go ahead and get back in the transport. Yeep. They defended. That has not been defended yet.
Hobgob grinding out some Marvel rivals, trying to hit that ever elusive platinum. Yeah, you know, I hit silver 3 and I was like, boom, done. Skill capped.
Hey, we're good. Let's see, 10 with a pivot.
I think I should have tried to fit another Wraith Lord in here.
They're really good. I think they're good.
Well, you need to run like a Psyker nearby, right? You think?
Yeah, that's kind of their only problem is that, like, I feel like if you ran a Wraith Lord and the Warlock that you had been planning on kind of squeezing in, maybe? I don't know, but the Warlock probably would have been the same unit, right?
So yeah, so I'd want to run it as a Warlock Conclave in that unit, and when they're attached to the unit with the character, the whole unit gets -1 to wound.
Right, right.
So I think like that's the, it's not a great combo, but it's an interesting thing to make a unit because it's the Storm Guardians have a 5-up invuln and be -1 to wound. And at least in this detachment, I have lightning fast reaction, so I can also be -1 to hit.
Oh, true. Oops. All right, my intention is for these guys to hit that
Those
walker.
2 units you guarded with, doesn't that get you some VP?
We counted that.
We
already.
counted, yeah. He
Okay,
he
that's-
counted that when he
Yeah,
gave you
it's
the
just- yeah.
yeah.
That's why he got 12 instead of 8.
Gotcha. Just making sure.
Yeah, because how much are the objectives worth?
It's
Four.
for each one outside of your deployment.
Actually, you might
Right.
have got another 4, unless there's a cap on it. There is no cap. Give him another 4, because he was on that one too.
Yep, I was on that one also.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see how this works out.
So that was 14, 12.
Nari
16
says,
total.
Chaos Knights are rough to play into. The Storm Raven continues to impress.
The Storm Raven?
Hell yeah, dude. People are playing Storm Ravens. What are you playing? In
Again?
Storm? Yeah, yeah. Are you playing Iron Storm? Storm Raven Moonlit?
Didn't like Kit Smith Hanna get those nerfed?
It did get nerfed, but it's still very good. It's also very expensive.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah, they went from like 240,
Yeah.
flying Land Raider,
yeah.
to like almost 300 points,
yeah, it's
like overnight.
It's like 280. So before the Lion got nerfed, I think they were like the same points or within like 5. And I was like, you can either have a Primarch or this big plane. Like, all right, area denial. So they'll be able to do that, I think. And behind enemy lines, I don't think I have a way.
You do not
to do
currently
that.
have a way unless you're looking to
Yeah.
walk across and like charge
Maybe.
and then be in here.
I'm hoping he dies. This is not. That's not a good place for them to be.
Moonlit says, Vanguard, Spearhead, full Raven Guard.
Ooh, interesting. Spicy. Okay, okay. Is that okay? Next question: is that Storm Raven carrying a Brutalis? Please let me know, Moonlight. I want it to be
And,
carrying a Brutalis.
How
but
many Uriel Ventresses and Calgars do you have in that
that Raven Guard?
that Ultramarine list that you're running?
Shrike pulls a lot of weight.
He doesn't
alright?
pull enough weight.
Well, he doesn't pull enough weight to counter double those. That's for sure.
Like I guess he gives Vanguard Vets and JPIs +1 OC.
Yeah, that's
I mean that's interesting for sure.
it's compelling-ish.
Yeah.
Poop. Let's see, he could, I wonder, get back here and then make like a 6-inch charge.
Make that easier.
He's here.
How far do they move?
8.
8, okay.
So you can make a 6-inch charge. I don't want him to be in combat with the other guy though. Yeah, I think they're just probably going to stay there. They're just going to bide their time. Okay. I think we're good. I'll keep those in the air. You can make a rapid ingress if you like.
Debating on whether it matters or not. Where could we go?
Where could you go? My lovely.
But I don't really want to go for behind enemy lines right now. Send it, sir.
All right.
I'm not going to rapid.
Okay. Let's go ahead and start shooting some people here. So first thing is going to be, I think, the Cataphrons into that gentleman. Yep. And I think you might actually be within 18. You are for this guy. You are for this guy. You're not for that guy.
So 5 shots?
So yeah. So
And you're
4.
in
Actually,
Conqueror now, right?
yep. So 8 and then 2. So 10 shots.
10 shots, okay. Hitting on...
Hitting on 4s. I don't think I'm going to pick... Yeah, I'm not going to bother giving them crit 5s. So they'll just regular lethal on 6s. Alright, no 6s, but a few hits. I don't think they're within range of a battle line anymore, because I had to move them up. So 4 hits, and they're going to be on 3s here,
Okay.
because he's T7, right?
Yeah, T7.
Alright, so
4?
that is 4.
All right.
4 at neg 3, and I believe
Thought it was Nig 2.
it's neg 2, but it actually, they did get rerolls. Crap. Did I actually do this the right way?
Well, then throw a couple more dice.
Yeah,
We know which ones you missed, so
I did get rerolls.
re-roll those.
Alright, so a few more.
Roll the wound. So 7.
7, and yeah, they get an extra neg 1 AP for being a conqueror when they're in the 6 inches.
Got it. Okay, so just
yeah.
5 up invulns. I'm dead.
Alright.
I think we need to stop taking Warwalkers. They just die too quickly. Or I'm using them all wrong.
I still think they're good. I just targeted them because you had them out. He's going to go ahead and shoot into that. Wraithward. He's going to hit on 3s here with this because he's not in Protector. So 3 hits. 2 wounds. 2 wounds, neg 3, you'll get cover.
So 4 up. And that was with the big gun.
Yeah, that's the big gun.
1 goes through.
All right, d6 plus 1, 5.
5.
And then he gets 3 shots with the missiles. Those are going to hit on 4s.
Nari says he's going to
2.
post their list in Discord, so
Yes.
you can check out, see what they're playing.
Thank
No
you.
Brutalis, unfortunately, has not been able to get their hands on one.
Okay. Just 1 at neg.
I think I've got an extra Brutalis in that Angels box. Maybe we'll take that to Nari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 down to 1.
Sorry, 3 down to 2.
Okay. We're good.
You're good. And then just a bunch of piddly shots. I might as well shoot them. Could chip you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Ah, don't drop those.
God. Let's see. These are sustain 1, so 1 goes back in. Two.
No AP, I'm assuming.
No, they're not near a battle line.
We're good.
Cool. Okay. Let's see. Now, he is going to go ahead and shoot at your boy.
Falcon?
Your Falcon. Yep.
It will lightning fast.
Cool.
Try to survive.
That is good for it. I don't think I have any. I think I just had the +1. I don't think it's heavy outside protector. No. Okay, cool. So he is going to hit you on 4s here.
-1.
Yep. So 2 hits.
All right.
And what is he? T9 probably.
Sounds right.
No wounds.
Alrighty. Yeah, T9.
Cool. And these all fail. Wow, that was good for him. Let's see, and I'm not going to bother with his little shots.
I'm going to spend a battle focus token, and we are going to
D6 away.
D6 plus 3. Yep.
Cool.
Let's call it what it's called. Fade back.
Fade back.
D6 plus 2.
Cool.
8 inches.
9 inches.
That's plus 2. Because it's D6 plus 1 normally.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Where does he want to go? He can go wherever he wants.
so that'd be 8. So I don't think I fit there. Maybe if I go like this. So I would fit there. But do I fit better by just going 6 and doing like this? Nope. Or do I just go 8 this way, which probably seems better, to be honest? Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, Bikes, you're dead.
All right, let's see. I am going to shoot into the bikes with these guys, I think. I don't think I get a lot of them, unfortunately. Let's see, 18, yeah, they're out. So just the 2 specials and the arquebus, I think, are the only things they're going to be shooting at.
I like the
right
name of
now.
that gun so much. The Arquebus.
The arquebus. Actually, you know what? On second thought, I'm going to shoot with him first.
Okay. No, so many shots.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of shots.
Probably rapid fire, right?
I think so.
Looking
Maybe,
for
maybe
18?
not. See 18 inch?
Oh, yeah. Okay. You're at 16, you're good.
So let's see.
Yeah, what is it, like 36 shots now?
Nah, it's just 18. It's just a lot. 3, 6,
Ooga chaka.
9, 12, 15, 18.
Brap!
All right.
Does it have sustained?
It does have sustain. It does have sustain,
lot.
sir.
I think you've been touched by the long member of Slanesh.
Yeah, for real. The fall was a good thing. Let's
For
see,
you.
there's that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3,
I'm in danger.
6, 8. What's her toughness? 4. Okay. So it's going to win on 4s here. And it is twin linked.
Definitely in danger, guys.
Yeah, this is not a good place to be.
This is why we're an endangered species.
Let's see, this was also a 4.
So it was twin linked?
Yeah, it's
Good
twin linked.
lord.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Why don't AdMech take 6 of these in every army? That is a ridiculous
They
amount of
do,
firepower.
Like the Dune Rider is the backbone of.
That was
like,
kind of
so
trash,
many
but
lists.
it's
That was
twin
awful.
linked. Yeah. All right, 1 so far?
No. That's it.
Oh.
That's all you get. 2.
I thought you said it was twin linked.
It is. That was the second roll.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 at neg 1 AP.
11. Neg 1. Do I have cover?
You do not.
Okay.
See, full on. Yeah, the Dune Rider is a shockingly good transporter.
All right. Dead. Definitely dull dead. Yep.
Okay. Cool. Let's see. Does anybody have range on anything else? Yeah, I can shoot that. I think I can shoot him. So, let's see. to get. I think he is. Yeah.
You can see him, yeah.
So these two guys are going to shoot into him.
All right.
I'll overcharge plasma.
Oh, no.
So one shot. Oh, actually, he has a marshal in his unit, so two shots.
Two hits. T10.
T10, so fives. 2 wounds.
AP 3.
3, I believe.
Down to
You'll get
2.
cover.
And so 4s. Take them both.
I believe they're just 2 each.
So down to 6.
Does he explode? No.
2 shots, though. You had 2 guys with plasma, right?
No, just the one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a 2-shotter. And then the other one is an arc rifle.
Oh, okay.
Is he within 15? I don't think so. You okay? You gonna take a sneeze?
That sneeze. Try to turn off my mic, and then I held it for
Too long to consider it. Yeah, he's been hit. It's gonna be 2 shots on that. So 4+ here. It's got a marshal. Nope. He's gonna wound you on a 5 again. Oh, it's a dev.
How much?
D3. 3. Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Let's see. All this stuff.
I'm going to go flush these dice down the toilet, guys.
That's a UK thing.
We don't do that here.
Nope. Actually, we do. It was Crucible. Like 10 years ago.
Let's see.
They mentioned it at Crucible. It was a UK event where
12.
a cheater was busted with 5s and 6s, double 5s and 6s.
Oh, yeah, that one,
And
yeah.
then he went and dumped them in the toilet.
Yeah, no, but the toilet dumping dice before there was actually at Crucible like 10 years ago.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the guy with the weighted dice. Though, have
checks
you ever
out.
seen the character creation dice for D&D? Like,
Yeah.
a long time ago, black dice, but like on the one, you could see the little weighted disc that was like baked into the dice. Mm-hmm. They wobbled real funny. He had like 18 of them in his dice bag.
oh yeah.
Oh, geez.
He's like, I don't know how I got those. I just grabbed them out of a pile. And then they caught him trying to flush them. Or someone walked into it, I guess. I don't know. But no, God, who was it? My buddy Rich, the lifeguard here. He played him years ago. He told me about it.
All right. So these flamers are going to go on your falcon there.
Yeah.
I rolled 10 shots for you.
How many guys?
And 1, 2,
2 guys in range?
so 6. Yeah, there's only 2 guys in range.
Okay.
6 wounds at neg 1 or neg 2 AP. No cover.
6.
Yeah, they can
Neg 2?
recover.
Take 4 damage.
Yep.
I think I have 12 wounds.
All right.
Down to 8.
Let's see.
We're going to replace a dice over here since you're just hurting me so bad over here, man.
The bats are going to go ahead and shoot. I don't expect them to do anything, but I might as well. I just want to basically get them out of this guy's line of sight. Let's see. They have an 18-inch range. Yeah,
I think he
that's
moved
good.
7.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
So he can move. So basically, if I scoot them 6 inches over. Oh yeah, you can get them either way.
Yeah.
I could just put them in cover, but 2 guys will be out. That's fine. That's what I'll probably end up doing.
Were they called character builders? the
Yeah.
dice?
Yeah. Character builder. I thought they were called character creation. But
So this was a company that legitimately made
They-
weighted dice?
it was a joke dice. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. And it was like $18 for 3 of them. The guy had like a bag full.
Dude, he would have made a killing selling them at a 40k event.
One.
It was like that, that one guy who only used that one dice to roll to see if he could go first and to place terrain at that one tournament. And he had a little dice cup and slam it down so no one would see the weird rolling on it. Because when you roll those dice, they wobble weirdly all over the place.
I'm gonna borrow this guy.
Go for it. Hopefully it curses your dice.
I think it will. I think it will. So these are the flechette blasters. They're just gonna shoot your. I guess they're
I do
gonna
have to
shoot
say,
the
I need to
falcon.
work on both of you
What are they
guys
shooting?
for your
They're
trash
shooting the
talk.
falcon.
Shooting the falcon. I'm not. Hey,
Because you guys are
I'm rolling bad enough. I don't need to trash
You
talk
guys are
right
just
now.
being so super sweet to each other.
I'm trying. This is the first time I think I've played Eric. I'm trying to be a courteous.
Hitting me on 3s, 4s?
Hitting you on 4s.
4s, okay.
Yeah, so this all goes away.
Be careful. Don't drop it.
Dude, I feel like I've been rigged here.
I don't fear dropping dice anymore.
It's going to be on 6s. Wow.
4?
So 4. And then I've got
I'm assuming no AP?
No AP. I got another 5 here.
Take 1.
3, 4, 5. 2 hits. No wounds. Okay. So then they're going to go ahead and move. So yeah, these guys can move back here. But not many because they have stupid wings. Okay.
Yeah.
So Steve just said he's coming to get you, Eric.
Yeah, I know. I felt
Bad
it.
Touch Express.
Bro,
said
I'm
Pittsburgh.
down. I've lost a total of 6 Eldar lives over here. 6 precious
You hear that,
Eldar
Steve?
lives.
Every
He
life
says
is
those are
precious.
rookie numbers.
I know.
Actual, I mean, that's like, what, like 90? It's like 300 some odd points over there.
Oh, okay.
He's got the points advantage in what has been killed,
You were counting bodies.
but he's killed 6
He's
precious,
definitely killed more bodies.
precious Eldar lives, and I have murdered what's left of many human lives over here.
Yeah.
Because they're just like,
We're just cranking them, dude.
well, those guys are probably all lobotomized by in
Oh,
some
yeah,
way.
yeah. For sure, for sure.
They're not really people anymore.
What do you think is the last remaining part of, like, let's call it humanity, like flesh,
That gets-
Admech see
That gets
before
excised?
it's all completely robot?
So I don't think anything in the lore-wise has a complete AdMech robot. There's always some part of the brain that's left.
Yeah.
But they'll replace like half of the brain. Like so I played a game called Dark Heresy, the RPG.
Oh, yeah, the RPG. Yeah.
Yeah, great game. Where the rules were situated within the book was kind of terrible. Like you wanted a craft thing, you had to reference like 2 different books and about 17 different pages to figure out the cost and how to do it.
I hate
That
that.
does seem like it would be fairly lore accurate for Admech.
Yeah, but no, like there was a bionic enhancement you can get to replace your brain, and it replaces like half your brain.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so like you can basically replace almost everything, including your skin. There was a replacement for that.
Yeah.
But like you can only replace half your brain. So
You
what's
got to
your
keep a little
charge?
bit. So they have a 7-inch.
7
Get
inch?
within an inch.
Okay.
They have like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like a 4 or 5.
Who are you going with?
So I'm going to go with them. Let's
Okay.
see. Let's see if they can get in there.
Of course they
They
do.
do. On 11. Okay. Punch bots be punching.
I was hoping I would survive.
You're going to survive. I mean, you're not going to survive this. This you're not going to survive.
Yeah, no. I was hoping to have one more Falcon for this, to hopefully remove these punch bots. I was like, oh man, I got lucky in this move. Look at this. And then Steve's just like, nah.
Nah, those dreams are dead, son.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna have to work so hard to kill those things now.
You move here, he'll move here. It doesn't really matter because they'll be able to pile in anyway. So, okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, they're best friend. Come on, bud. No, there's nothing shifty I can do for him. Okay, and then these guys.
See,
6.
couldn't you reverse that roll for me?
Can we do this out of order?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see. These guys are going to base. Oops.
The only downside, Eric, about starting these Saturdays later is we have to wait longer for tacos.
Yeah. Are we getting tacos tonight, guys?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think so. Being that you and I are going to be in North Carolina next week, we're not going to be able to do tacos next week, so we should do that this week, Eric.
That's a maybe still. Maybe.
Maybe on tacos. Yeah, let me know. Let me know.
Yeah, maybe I'll do tacos next week. I might be by myself though. It'll be sad.
Oh, Eric, I know where you live.
Do you though?
And I'm way bigger than you actually.
You've been there like once. Do you remember?
I haven't been there. but
No,
you know
you've driven by it. You dropped something off for me once.
Don't think I did.
You did. Oh. Okay. I'm going to activate punch bots first. Might as well get that out of
I
the
know
way.
Dan and Rob have technically dropped more stuff off than you.
Yeah, well, I've just got resources. I've got reach, Eric.
Or you mean,
I can find out where you live.
I mean, you
even
were
if
my
I
real
didn't
estate
know.
agent. I'm sure you can figure it out.
But yeah, I mean, you don't have to come on your own accord. We can overpower you.
All right, how many attacks is it?
They, I believe, are
Matter of
4
fact, let's get a
each.
poll going. Let's see who all in chat thinks that Eric should join us for Crucible or for Cherokee.
I'm already going to Crucible. I have to judge again.
Yep.
So, 16 attacks, hitting on 3s, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Wounding on 3s?
Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, yeah, because they're strength 12.
All right, any rerolls?
They are twin linked, so yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, they're kind of gross. I could roll really bad here.
No, not really.
I rolled really good here, dude. I rolled super good here. All right. And I'm going on 3s. Great.
Go ahead and hit that poll, guys. If you guys think that Eric should be able to miss
So
Cherokee if
15
he wants
should
to,
be?
you know what?
Alright.
I'll stop harassing
Wait,
him.
no,
But if you
13,
guys say
6,
yes, he has to come with us.
10, 12,
There.
14, 15, right?
You pulled out.
6, 8, 10,
All right, that's
12.
13? 13.
Does that seem fair?
What?
I said if chat votes no, I'll stop harassing you. But if they vote yes, you have to go with
Is
us.
it 2? Maybe 2 or 3?
I believe it's 2, yeah. I'm not in range of any.
All right, like what, 3 damage apiece?
They're 3 damage apiece.
All right, so I can only fail 2 of these.
You got this.
I'm gonna roll 11 5-ups right here.
As fate has decreed, dude.
I'm gonna shout that so loudly if it happens.
Let's do it.
It was.
There's a lot of 5-ups.
It was pretty decent, but no, still really dead.
Okay.
I don't explode.
It was a valiant effort. I think you can actually put those dudes behind the wall, right? That'd be the safest spot for them.
No point.
Just gonna put them right
Yeah,
out front.
they're shooting you.
That's fair.
And if you are able to walk into combat with me, I'll just one, use the thing that won't let you overwatch me,
Fair. Yep.
and 2, use a strat to walk out of combat and still shoot you.
We are at 100% yes so far, Eric.
Okay.
100% yes for Crucible, or for
Cherokee.
Yeah,
Cherokee?
totally.
Who
for
makes
Crucible.
that mistake, Steve? I can't imagine anybody making that mistake.
Then it's for both.
Move some of this kibble. Alright, we should be.
Hey, Moonlit, I also sent you a DM in Discord if you have not
you
yet
won't be
seen
able to
it.
get to anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, you have seen it.
Can I consolidate towards you?
No, you have to be able to get into engagement.
I have
range.
to be able to get into.
Yeah, you have to be able to either end. Your unit has to be able to end on an objective or end in engagement range
Okay.
to be able to make that move.
Cool. All right, Rust Circles will attack you.
All right.
They're rusty and they're stalking.
Rusty fishhook.
Let's see. All right, so they get 5 attacks apiece.
Oh,
So it's 50 attacks.
didn't I kill one?
Did you? You might have. Yeah, you did. Okay.
40,
So 45 attacks.
45 attacks.
45 attacks, Eric.
Such a big difference.
I am going to spend the CP to give them reroll 1s to hit and wound.
So you're out of CP?
I am out of CP.
All right. How many dice do you need? I know you don't.
That's a good question.
I know you don't have 45
Let's
over there.
see. These should be 25, but I think I dropped one. So
When you hear that, Eric's like, how many dice do you need? Do you want me to roll them for you? You're doing such a good job, Steve.
Well, here's
These
20
guys do
right
not
here.
understand trash talk.
Look, my dice are already questionable today. And I'm sure if I start trash talking, Steve's dice will just be like, you only want us to roll 6s? I mean, we're throwing some 4s in here for you, but we'll just We'll just do 6s instead.
All right, so let me just get 2. And then I'll just do half and half.
Well, you don't want to do all of them at once? You scared you're going to drop some dice?
I don't think the dice tray can hold that many dice, dude. Like, I think it just becomes insane at that point. So these are going to hit on 3s.
Ooga booga.
And I reroll once.
I'll pull your 2s then.
Thank you, thank you.
Got another 1 there.
Cool. Okay, good conversion there. So I'm going to go ahead.
Those are double sustained as well.
Yeah, these are double ultra lethal.
What?
Okay, so then these do, these are going to wound you on 6s, I think.
Okay.
They are strength 5, your toughness 10.
Yep.
Okay, so they're wounding on 6s, but those are also going to be devs.
Gross.
Nothing? Not gross at all, dude.
Just 1.
Just 1. Nope.
Cool.
Let's see, and time to do this all over again.
Is there any way to give them blanket rerolls in any of the armies?
No, that's actually kind of the weakness of...
That's not a weakness. That's intended, because that
Yeah.
would be gross if you're like, I'm going to blanket reroll this.
All right, hit on 3s here. Yeah, it's kind of the weakness of these guys, is they don't really get a lot. This is as close to rerolls as they get. Thank you.
And those are your 1s to reroll.
Yep. Okay. And then 6s.
I mean,
here.
still, this would be like horrifying into like almost anything else that wasn't toughness 10 right now.
Oh, yeah, yeah. This is not what I wanted them to charge.
Oh, well, there's 2.
It's 2 devs.
And 2, no, 3 1s.
And 3 1s.
All right.
Nope, just 2 devs.
All right. Down to 2.
All right.
Well, I'm going to sweep back.
Yeah, you're definitely going to sweep here.
Do I bracket? I do not bracket.
You're a monster,
Yep.
literally. Oh, yeah, them being a monster, I don't have a lot of answers for monsters in AdMech. There's so much anti-vehicle. Like, AdMech just assumes you're going to be looting other vehicles.
You
They're
minus
like,
one to hit or
you're
anything?
AdMech. Of course you're going to be going after vehicles. What's that?
-1 to hit or anything?
Nah, I don't think so.
So
Pretty sure they're just stealth.
Your T4.
T4,
All right, so 3s and 3s, AP2, 2 damage.
sweep me up.
Or I can just, miss with half.
Yeah, I would do that.
2 saves.
2 saves.
Wow.
1 definitely saves. 1 probably fails.
Yeah.
So how much damage to do?
2.
Yeah, he's dead. He is a dead man. I'm gonna take him because he's not on an objective. Okay, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna scrap behind enemy lines because I don't care about it, and I was gonna maybe try to do something with it, but nothing really worked out. So I'm gonna get a CP for that,
All right.
and then I have area denial.
I think you succeeded.
Yeah, I succeeded. Those guys are within 3. Nobody's around me, so I got 5 VP for that.
Alrighty. So, I just reread this thing. I reroll wound rolls and hit rolls of 1, not 4 rerolls. But thankfully you made all your saves.
Yeah. It didn't. Yeah, it all worked out in the end.
So I will get 2 CP. I still have overwhelming force. And I will draw and engage on all fronts.
Ooh, well, this is a chance for your Deep Strike to come out.
Yeah.
But you're still only going to get baby from it, probably.
No. I mean, I could land on the line and walk out. But no, I got to deal with punch bots.
You could, yeah.
So it's not an objective I can really do. We'll see.
You can just forget the punch bots. They don't do much.
Yeah, bullshit.
Damn it.
Such a terrible liar, Steve.
I was trying to use AdMech trickery.
So these guys are leadership 6. I need to do some tests.
Yep.
He's good.
He's good.
And he is not good.
He's shocked. But I'm not Tyranids, so there's nothing happens.
Alrighty. So I need to figure out what I need to do. Not coming down at this very moment, but testing the waters.
Yeah.
right, so I've got problems for sure.
What's the problem that you're seeing? Lay it out. Talk about it.
Well, these punch bots are a huge problem. They're tough. They're T9. I'm sure they got like a. I don't know. Let's look at their defensive profile here. Not something that I'm thrilled about. So they're T9 right now and they have a 5-up invuln save, 7 wounds apiece. I'm going to fire 2 units of Dark Reapers at them, and a Falcon. And probably my D-cannon. They can actually see them now. This will probably just move over here, shoot these guys. I'm not getting anything on primary. Like, this is going to be a rough game. Like, it's going to be the end of the game if it, or won't be the end of the game, but towards the end of the game is when I might be able to start getting.
Half, if you will.
Yeah.
And you can only guard one.
I can't guard anything.
I'm talking about at
No, you can guard with multiple units. I just can't guard anything in my home field. And Steve has basically just pushed me off of everything.
Steve's a bully. Okay, got it.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is literally 100% of the people in chat want to see you at Cherokee.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
And, I would be fine with you letting me down, Eric. But you can't let down the Gob Squad.
The pressure's on.
Yeah.
You're also being reminded
Yeah.
that if they roll a 6 on their save, reflect a mortal wound.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's true. Yep. Thank you, chat. I forgot
Yeah.
robots do that. They, it's only in shooting, but that's what Eric wants to do right now. Mm-hmm. Very much wants to shoot.
Oh. Did you have to move the guy over here? The guy who was the last one left? Can you roll a dice for me, see if he dies
Oh,
from a
yeah,
mortal
yeah.
wound on a 1? Cool, he's fine. All right.
He almost tripped him up.
Yeah, I almost forgot that was there. That means I would have scored overwhelming force in your turn.
I should have moved Stiltsman over to there, but it doesn't really matter. He has not done anything, and that's mostly because I kind of forgot he was there.
Well, the good news is at least he still looks stupid.
He still looks dumb. God bless you, Stiltsman. Doing the omniscience work out here.
And look, I'm not even trying to insult the sculptors, right?
Right.
I'm actually going to applaud the sculptors for pulling off the greatest prank of all time on GW, right?
So it's hard. Okay. There are parts of Stiltsman that look cool. Those
Yeah.
parts do not include his stilts.
Right.
Like,
Stilts up. He's a decent looking
yeah, stilts up. He's great. It's like, it's got
What
butter
happened
legs.
was they were all out of tactical rocks.
Right. But like even like the goofy like finger that's holding his reload cartridge, I think is still pretty cool. Like, but then the stilts are just like they're just goofy.
Totally look like an afterthought.
I do like that they revealed him with that video that made him try to make him look badass and like had the pan up his stilts leg. If you haven't seen it, the internet doesn't delete things.
Now,
so.
do you think that sculptor, when they announced it and the entirety of the internet started just
ripping
razzing
into
the
it?
hell
Yeah.
out of it, do you think he went home and was like, shit?
I really fucked up. I feel like whoever sculpted that like got the memo. Like, I don't know. There's probably a Jess Goodwin like sketch from like 1982 that has this guy in it somehow, and he was like, "Stilts, huh?" Well, I guess I'm gonna do
Yeah, what happened was he's got a part-time job as a painter, right? Like a house painter, and he got called to work. Didn't have time to go home and change.
that. Yeah, he's like, "Huh? Well, I can model these."
Chat does mention, that they missed they really missed putting some sort of dynamic pose on it. A more dynamic pose absolutely could have helped save that.
Yeah,
from going
like-
correct.
Well, or even doing something like the Sigma model.
Right.
Have some cool terrain.
Yeah, because that model is beta as hell.
Man, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't look like it likes me.
It's crazy too, man, because I just saw you roll 50 dice in an attempt to make friendship.
That's
So you
weird.
only did 2 mortals.
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely not the target that I want the Rust Stalkers in, or the reason I brought them, but they will tie up him and make him fall back.
No, we're staying in there.
I figured you'd probably stay in there. Just get the neg one to hit.
Eric's one that lost in thought over there.
Not lost in thought, just lost on order of operations.
Yeah.
First thing you do is say something negative, probably about their mother, right? And then you follow it up by like talking about their stupid stilt legs. That's basically a clinic on trash talk.
Your mother was a toaster.
Although based off of the chicken, riding a chicken model, whatever that is, they should have just had like 2 AdMech holding him up, one like both of them holding up a foot, look like cheerleaders.
The Iron Shredders.
I mean, they have
or-
perfectly fine Skaven models they could base all this off of. Like,
Or hear me out on this: he needs a token that's Penny from Inspector Gadget that like he can expend her.
go gadget.
You know, he can expend her for a benefit of sorts.
He gets like helicopter out of his hat and has fly keyword.
All right, internet, get on it. We have to make this a thing. Replace the stilts with a little whirly cap.
Oh, spring notes.
It occurs to me, like, not many of you guys might have had that as a childhood experience, but man, Inspector Gadget was pretty damn cool when I was a kid. And plus, it taught me not to stick metal silverware into a toaster.
Yeah, and
That's what taught you not to do that?
Well, I mean, it was the one thing that gave me the education.
It's
I
what
don't know
got
that
through to
I
him.
needed it to not stick something in the toaster.
It's what got through. Okay.
Commenting the game looks a little one-sided right now. It is a bit.
Yeah.
We were talking about that a moment ago. Eric is definitely hoping for an opportunity to really carve his way out some primary in the second half.
Think if I could clear this and that,
He's got a chance.
I've got a fighting chance.
Yeah, he's got a
But
shot. That's
If not, we go do tacos.
hey, everyone wins. Yeah, my game into this was basically try to play KG, but also make
you
sure.
did not play KG at all. You ran right at me.
Well, I was gonna play KG until I realized.
KG in a mean way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realized once I realized you had 4 indirects, I was like, okay, I'm on a timer. Like, I can't play KG. I gotta make sure that I get some primary and put him at a deficit.
All right, so
And he's got a unit playing KG somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah, these guys are KG as heck.
yeah, you can see them. They should be outside of 12, anyways. Haven't
I think so. Yeah. And if they aren't, we'll scooch them.
Yeah. I'll double check. They haven't moved at all.
Yeah.
I'm considering moving them. We'll scooch a bit.
Yeah.
Because I can just use that thing to not get overwatched at all.
Right, and you've got what 20 tokens?
Uh,
You might as well
5
use
right
one.
now. I got 5. I haven't, so like, +3 movement is a token that I can reuse. I can use it
Yeah,
4
you can
times or
use it,
whatever.
Yeah.
But like, haven't really needed it for anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what would you?
As much as I like, what I would have needed it on is these guys, but I'm not playing the Wraith hosts, so they
That's
can't
what-
get it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Like that first turn where I was looking like I probably could have avoided some cover if I got the +3.
you can throw them on Warwalkers, though, right?
Yes,
You could have.
but I didn't need it, and you shot most of them off anyways. Because I did not consider line
Yeah.
of sights from different angles.
Yeah.
Steve, is this the Grotmist detachment?
Yes, it
This is the Grotmist. This
Yeah.
is like
one of the good ones that came
one
out.
of the good ones. Yeah, like it's. I think I said the first time I played it. Like I feel like this should have been the index attachment. This like lets you use everything AdMech has and buffs everything across the board, like index attachments usually do. Except they gave us like Rad Zone, which was like kind of half and half, and also had the weird like demarcations for
You're
things.
saying it wasn't very rad.
It wasn't super rad. I'm really cold on, I don't know, the people that love AdMech might not appreciate this, but I'm really cold on Rad Zone. I've never used it and felt that it was great. You squeeze out like 5 mortals a game on things maybe that are in deployment zone. It's like, like you're never going to kill like a unit that's holding something unless it's like, I don't know, somehow 5 cultists, like, or somehow 5 grots.
All right, so they
Johnny
will.
Zed says if by cagey he means increasingly caged in.
Yes.
I'm trying to pin him in as best I can, but this is definitely going to be,
We're going to try to break out.
yeah, this is definitely going to be the turn where he tries to break out.
Flitting shadows, so they can't be overwatched. They are going to move.
Okay, you jerk.
Because I'm probably going to fire and fade after this to hide
spicy.
them a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I have 2 CP, they'll fire and fade.
Okay.
And they'll Skyborn
Yep.
Sanctuary back.
Cool.
So I just need to be with, I need to see some of them. Make sure what their movement is. Wonder if they're slower by accident. They are slower. Cool. The Aardhark does move 7 though.
I was going to say, I feel like almost everything moves 7. Right?
Yeah, they move 6.
Oh, yeah, they're wearing actual armor.
Well, I mean, they used to get like either more toughness or a better save or
Yeah,
whatever.
they used to be like one of the few aspects that had 3+ saves, I remember.
Yeah, now like all aspects other than the swooping hawks
Have a 3+?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I don't know why they move. I guess maybe. Yeah, they're still T3 with a 3-up save.
Because their missile launchers that are made of like ultralight material are just so heavy. They're heavier than shuriken catapults. And they're
Yeah,
like,
I guess. All right.
So we gotta lug these things around.
So where do we start? We'll start. We'll start with these guys.
Okay.
We'll start with the one in combat. Flamers into the guys in combat.
Yep.
Lances at
Robots.
the robots because
Cool.
they're vehicles.
Yeah, they are vehicles.
We'll start with the lances.
Okay.
Hitting you on 4s because of the -1.
Right. Yep. We're also he's bracketed.
I don't get brackets.
Oh, you don't get brackets.
Nope.
Okay.
That's
so
what I
yeah,
double checked for. 1 hit.
Cool.
Winning you on a 3. Does not wound.
That sucks, chat.
The flamers. 6 hits. Wound you on 4s.
Move me on 4s. Nice.
2. No AP.
Same
Single
one, same
damage.
one.
All right.
Oop, this is yours.
The 2 in combat are the two shots coming out of not combat. Flamers nowhere, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think you got flamers. Unless you can hit this guy.
No, I can't.
I think you're out.
Yeah. 3s and 3s.
Cool.
Just
Okay.
good old honest misses there.
Son of a gun. That just means that the Reapers are going to have to be their heroes here.
Yeah.
They're going to have to bring it home.
He's going to fire everything at them,
Okay.
just in case. We'll start with the shuriken cannon. 2
Hey.
lethals.
That's good.
2 lethals at AP1. Some guys have cover if you want to take it on the guy in the back.
Yeah, I'll take it on the guy in the back. Save.
All right.
They're AP1, right?
Yeah, these were
Yeah.
AP1.
Okay. Yeah, they're good either way.
Pulse laser. All hits. Wounds on 4s at strength 9. Not a single thing.
Okay.
Right lance. It hits.
That's it.
It wounds.
All right.
AP3.
He'll take a damage.
Take 4.
4. Ooh.
All right, so Mogin Ra's unit is going to have rerolls against them.
Mogin Rod.
So we'll start. We'll come back there. We'll start with these guys right here.
Okay.
They are the closest eligible target. These are shuriken cannons. Hitting you on 3s, wounding you on 5s. Lethal hits, AP1. You'll have cover on at least 3 guys, all of them probably.
Cool.
Won't really matter, but rerolling hits and lethals.
Cool.
I will just fish.
Fishing.
Yep.
Got one, at least. Hey.
5 saves at your armor.
Nice, dude.
And watch out for 6s. You'll
All
kill a guy.
saves and 2 mortals go back to you.
All right, kills a guy. All right. He's done half as much damage to me as I've done to him in my turn while shooting him.
You did that to yourself, sir.
Yeah.
Stop
No,
it
no, no.
yourself.
He did. He did by rolling dice. He did by rolling dice.
Ah, yes, the old "if this hurts you worse than it hurts me." I get it.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we're gonna do the D cannon into them because it's blast right
Give
now.
him the D.
Just throwing out the D.
Two
one
shots.
It's D3, right?
Yeah, but it's two because blast.
Oh, yeah.
You got 5 models.
You're right.
Hitting you on 3s. Both hit.
Hit?
3s.
Yeah.
1 AP. You're invuln.
Nope.
Kills a guy.
Cool. Let's see it explode. No. Do. One bot down.
All right.
These bots have terrorized the studio. Like, you're gonna be making a lot of people happy. Specifically Chris. You're gonna be making Chris very happy by killing these bots.
Alrighty. We'll go with Mogin Raw's unit. We'll go with Mogin Raw. Hitting you on 2s. Morph's going to spend a CP for his unit to get sustained hits.
Okay.
They ignore cover for the most part.
Cool.
We will put the Tempest Launcher for what it's worth. Indirectly into, I still need Overwhelming Force. Do I go for that last lone guy?
I was gonna say that.
Yeah,
It looks tasty.
yeah, we'll go for that last lone guy over there.
Yep. He'll give you overwhelming. I probably should have moved him off, but who cares?
But Mogin Raw. It'll be 2s and 5s. He's got devastating wounds. Sustained hits right now.
Okay.
Well, at least we get a sustain back
This
in.
is sustain, yep.
You know what? Because
Is he gonna do it?
yeah, we'll burn my token.
Oh.
Turn that 1 into a 6 to get
Boom.
another one. And 5s. Re-rolling because Falcon.
Right, yep. That's 2 devs. 3 devs. Oh, man.
All right, so that's you got 3 AP2 saves to make.
Okay. How many devs are there? How many wounds are there?
There's 3 wounds. Each does 2 damage.
Okay.
And well, total of, yeah.
Let's see. Do I have cover on any of these?
I ignore cover.
Oh, okay.
He ignores cover. Most of the Reaper stuff ignores cover.
And these are AP2s?
AP2s.
All right. Save 2.
So with the devs, that'll kill 1
Yep.
and put 1 on 3.
Kills 1, puts 1 on 3.
Because there's 7 wounds apiece, right? So
There's
2, 4,
7
6,
apiece.
8, and then 2, 4. So 3 left on someone.
Throw 'em
All right. The Tempest Launcher into the last guy in the back. It is 7 shots.
in. Nice. Good feeling about this.
Hitting you on 4s with sustained.
Hey, now.
You're an all-star.
That's a good roll.
Get your game on.
Kill me.
Go
Kill me now.
on 3s. You get 4 saves. You do get cover against the Tempest Launcher.
Okay, 4 saves.
All right,
He
good.
saved it.
All right, cool. We're gonna need to shoot him with a
Cool.
with the Shadow Spinner.
I was going to say.
Great. All right, so it's 4 Reaper launchers. Big shot.
Yep.
We're gonna call it by its correct name here in a second.
I think it just is a Reaper launcher, right?
Star Shot.
Oh, okay.
Star Shot, Star Swarm are the 2 different ones.
Oh, nice.
On 3s with sustained right now. Gross.
Okay.
On a 3 with rerolls.
Nice.
1
AP.
AP2 ignoring cover,
6.
and you kill a guy.
Mortal. Bing. Bing, bing, bong, bong.
Alrighty. Well, not terrible.
Pretty good, man. Two bots out of 2.
I was kind of hoping to, get a couple more hits with that there.
Well,
I know,
that was
I know Mogin Raw exceeded expectations.
Everyone downsells. Mogin Ra not only looks like a baller, but sometimes he pops off. And that's reason enough to bring him.
Oh, man, I should have. Never mind. I could have potentially done some mortal wounds to the unit, but I split fired. It's all right. But they do have to take a battle shock test for me at -1.
Oh. It's not good for them. Nope, they fail it.
All right. I mean, they'll recover. They just can't do anything right now.
Yeah.
All right. The other Reaper unit is going to split much the same,
Okay.
but they're going to fire the Reaper launcher. They got 5 Reaper launchers because there's a Autarch in the unit. Hitting you on 3s, shooting them.
Okay.
3s and 3s. They all hit.
They all hit. Do they get sustained?
No.
Okay.
That'll be 3 saves at AP2, ignoring cover.
All right.
3 damage.
And I
and
save
you
it.
kill 2 guys.
I save it all and I kill 2 guys. I'm sorry.
Yep. No, you're good. No. You rolled 2 4s.
I rolled 2 6s and a 4.
Oh, well, that's still 3 damage.
Well,
AP2?
yeah, AP2. They're 2 up
Oh, I thought they were 3 up saves.
saves. Nah, dude. They're gross. Everyone, I won't say everyone. Like, I think robots are legit good
Fire
with
and
their
fade.
points drop,
5 inches.
but they are,
Oh, I still got my other gun to go off over there.
I was going to say, yeah.
But the Tempest launcher.
But they're a tough unit. They're a tough nut to crack. They're basically just a bunch of,
6 shots.
they're a bunch of, like, dreadnoughts, essentially.
Oh, that still misses. 1 save into him.
This is all you need.
Nah, never mind.
What a jerk, dude. That last ranger.
Okay. Well, this next unit of bikes is going to fire at them.
Okay.
On 3s, rerolling. No lethals. Everything hits.
Nice.
On 5s. Oof. It doesn't matter. 3 saves at your armor because you get covered.
3 saves?
Yep.
Oh, I
2
failed
damage. Any 6s?
one. I do have 1 6.
No, sorry. It's 1 damage.
It's
Right.
1. Yeah, sorry. 2 damage for me, 1 mortal to you.
Man. Oh, I guess I got nothing.
Bots.
That was a big whiff, man. All right.
It wasn't too bad.
They needed to die.
They did need to die, though.
They're going to come over here and kill all of that.
I wouldn't say that. They're going to get a mean Overwatch from something. Something's going to Overwatch them meanly.
Probably. I have no way to force hits or anything.
Oh, well, I mean, you still have a lot of, like, missiles.
They're going to be hiding in a boat. Because if I'm not hiding in a boat, my Overwatch is likely to miss, and then you're just going to scorch them.
I was wondering if I was going to get you with that.
Yeah.
It's more Admech trickery.
Yeah. I guess I just got the rest of my indirect.
Yep.
We'll start with the first one over here, trying to kill that last guy.
This is it. This is it for him.
4 shots. 2 hits.
2 hits.
2 saves
wounds.
at AP1.
He dies.
All right.
You got him. You got overwhelming.
All right. We'll go with the next one. They're technically an infantry unit right now, right? They have the keyword?
I think they actually lose it with the Daysmith,
Okay.
as per like a recent rule. Because yeah, in the beginning of the edition, they had anti-everything. Whatever you wanted to put anti on, they had infantry and vehicle. So
Infantry vehicle character?
yeah,
All right.
Was there an FAQ that changed that for AdMech specifically?
yeah. There was an FAQ that changed how they work. When the Daysmith joins, they lose infantry.
I see.
Alrighty. So the middle one's going to fire at those guys on the objective there.
Okay.
+1, +2.
+2.
So +4, 6 shots. On 4s. And 2s. 3 saves at AP1.
All right.
Or not. Kill 1
AP1 with cover.
with cover.
So a true AP1.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, no, just AP1 you have cover, so it's AP0.
Okay. So they
you're
all
good.
say.
Yeah. The next one. Less shots.
Gross. 2s.
2 saves.
Okay, that's more like it. 2 guys die.
Alrighty. I think,
Oh, no. I gotta pull from another way.
Oh, I screwed up. Oh well. Morgan Raw's dead. I didn't save a CP. I shouldn't have done the blitzing firepower.
Oh shoot, do you want to take it back?
Nah, I killed things. All right, he's gonna charge,
He's way in. He's as in as he wants to be.
and he's gonna do some sweeps.
Cool.
3s and 3s. Three AP2s,
3 PTs. 1 save, 2 die.
2 damage.
So, how many, what's their OC? 3 or 4?
I want to say it's 3.
I think it is 3.
They are 3.
Okay.
All right, they can make their attacks back.
I
Oh, he has to die, so
yeah,
he's got one on him.
I was gonna say. So this guy stays on. This guy dies. Okay, they're gonna all go into the same dude they charged. Actually, which one's lower?
The one that hasn't fought yet.
Right, that's what I thought. Okay, good. So yeah, they're gonna go into him. God bless. How many dice this is? 4, 5. 5. And then 2 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll just swing once with him. I'm gonna spend 1 CP to give him that rerolls again.
Already?
So I'm down to 1. Alright, taking out 2s. Whoop. Reroll. This one goes out. Okay. And then these need 6s. Just need 2.
I think you got it.
1, 2. Okay.
I explode and do 1 mortal wound to you.
Hey, there he is.
And to myself. And to anyone else within 6. They take a mortal wound?
Cool.
Oh, actually, never mind, they don't.
Okay.
Just them and me. All right.
Just them and you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, one guy's on 1. All right.
It's my turn, man. I'm going to get 3 points on overwhelming, and I'm just going to discard engage and get 0 points on it.
Okay.
I still haven't got a single point of primary. that I can't push up.
All right. I think I'm probably going to go Conquer again. Let me see. I have Storm Hostile and Overwhelming. Let me check and see.
While he looks at all that, right? You guys that know me know that my big complaint with 10th edition was tactical objectives. 9th edition, the big problem with 9th edition was some of the secondaries that were faction specific were just broken, like something like good bits. So I want to put this out there into the nether. What about a situation where tactical goes away, but the detachment that you play provides you with a secondary that list is supposed to do, right? So it provides you the type of scoring that's necessary. The reason I think that this would be a good idea would be you can take some of the lower performing detachments and give them an easier path to scoring success based on that secondary, right? And take some of your better performing and have that adjusted as well. It also allows people to, when they're preparing to fight a certain list, be able to identify the thing that list needs to do and gives them counterplay on that objective as well.
I think you'll probably still end up with problems.
Well, and that's the case. with
Like
game
the
this-
Oath of Moment problem. I played Space Marines. I Oath of Moment. That's going to be one of my 3. I max it out by the end of the game. That's always going to be a thing, I think.
Well, obviously they want to balance that to make sure that, You don't have just giveaway secondaries, but you know, if you took something like the Orc Cult of Speed, the Orc Cult of Speed should have a secondary that's going to get them 15 points because the rest of the list just doesn't synergize well, right? And so like, you might get more play out of lower tech detachments that might not convert as well or play the game as well in other states, and be able to lift them back up and be able to let people play those buggies. If they don't want to change the data sheet, if I know that taking a secondary, I'm going to have a really good chance of getting that secondary in. It might be a little bit, I might be more inclined to play it, even if the only weapons they're armed with are pillow cannons.
So he gets 16 primary, I think.
Yeah, I didn't have anything guarding this round.
I don't know if I'm going to break 20, man.
You're going to be eligible for a secret mission. That's the bright side.
Secret missions aren't a bright
We
side.
gotta work on Steve with his bright side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
If
he's
If
like,
you
"Look,
were
this game
eligible-
sucks, but at least you're at the age that you need to get a colonoscopy. So like, there's that.
All right, let's see.
Nah.
Write a little coffee table book of like Stephen Strait, the bright side, right? Just like Jack Handy book.
No, I definitely made some mistakes, especially in this last turn here. I shouldn't have done blitzing firepower. It would have let me save Magan Ra's unit for at least another turn. Now he's dead. He's definitely dead.
You think so?
Now, what
You
was
don't think he's dead?
I think he might be dead.
What would you use that CP on, and how would that
He would have gone back in the
back in
transport.
the transport?
So he'd have to crack the transport, and he's only going to really crack it in melee, where it's at right now. Then I have another turn of shooting at them.
I'm going to do my
Also-
screed on this guy and this guy.
Yep. Also, just the copious amounts of sixes killing my own units over here.
Yeah, that's a little. That's
Well,
a
the
little
bright
random.
side is everybody's gonna die one day.
Yeah.
The bright side is the heat death of the universe is unescapable.
No, the real bright side, though, all jokes aside, is that chat did. Everybody voted yes for you to go to Jerry. Every single person that touched that poll,
Look at that.
voted yes. Not a single naysayer.
Is that poll still up?
It is. Oh no, actually it closed, but you can see the results right there.
No.
But you can't do. Well, we don't have any landmines active right now. You feel free to take a look just to see. How
No. I would go vote in it.
Yeah, it's too late not to vote, but one vote for no wouldn't have shifted the scales.
No, not at all.
You're not a master of your own destiny. You're a dude that's being kidnapped to go
These
to
guys
jail.
are going to advance.
You get one vote, everyone else gets votes too.
6,
So you
Yeah.
don't vote no matter what.
The bright side is you don't have an option in it anymore.
You can't make me do anything I don't want to do.
The right side is you have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, for real.
That's really not that much different than usual.
I mean, we've got so many bright sides for it, though.
Steve's being a big bully.
I am being a
But now I'm learning about AdMech.
Well, hey, at least you didn't show up for a meme game with a meme list just to have a table full of punch bots in front of you.
I mean, kind of memey, but like, at that point, like, Chris brought an actual meme list, and you brought a list that someone would have considered
Yeah.
bringing to
It
a
was me.
major.
It was me.
He brought, what, 30-something bikes?
Yeah.
He did bring a lot of bikes.
It was like all bikes and like one unit of infiltrators.
And Steve was like, yes, you've activated my trap card.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like that one time I played Julian with, I'm like, I'll bring 4 big stumpy robots.
I was just going to say, if we put a meme game together for Steve and Julian, we might see the most competitive list the channel has ever seen.
For real. Yeah, I've seen Jillian's meme lists. They definitely outdo mine.
He's like, it has Terminators in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, 5 Blightlord Terminators does not make a meme
Yeah,
list.
I'm sorry, Julian. Is this the list I saw?
How
in
many
the
Death
GT?
Shroud is that? 12? 12 Death
He's
Shroud?
like, well, I
Okay.
named my list something funny in the app.
Yeah. That's not how that works. I'm like, oh, and you have Mortarion. Thanks for nullifying and voiding my whole army rule within 6 inches of his giant, like 180 millimeter base. So just your army rule doesn't work here.
You know, I'm going to go home and I'm really going to cultivate this whole like bad guy Steve, a supervillain called the Bright Side.
All right, this guy's going to move here.
Yeah, barely left my deployment zone. Whew, mistakes were made. I need to learn how to play Eldar better.
I might as well get this over with and see what happens here. These guys are going to move up.
You didn't tell him the bright side. You're going to bring a robot back. Damn it.
Can you do that?
No.
God.
No.
I mean, I might as well Overwatch.
You might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, sixes.
This is, I mean, I still have full faith that
So
Eric's
your
gonna rock
ability-
this thing.
Your ability that lets you deflect wounds back.
You have
to
like a
them,
40-point
is that
lead.
anytime you're shot at?
I think it's
or just
anytime.
in the shooting phase.
I think it's anytime. Let's find out. Let's find out if I can do
If
this.
he can reprise after an Overwatch, that seems pretty broken.
Each time a ranged attack is allocated, so anytime.
Oh, Morgan Raw. Need sixes.
He's doing it.
Nope. Reaper launchers.
Eric is carefully calculating
got
how
one.
to deliver ranged attacks as melee attacks. I'm going to slap him with a bullet from over here.
Jake?
Nothing.
Okay. All right, these guys are going to advance. 6. Holy smokes.
You have a 40 something point lead over there? 30, almost 40? I don't know if I'm going to catch up, sir.
Yeah,
I'm going to see what I can do, but you are pushing it in.
yeah. Unfortunately, I would have to agree. This,
I wasn't able to expand out because nothing died.
yeah.
Like, honestly, I thought I had enough firepower to kill that unit.
I think you did too.
Steve, I want you to watch what I do here, just for a learning thing here.
Okay.
On the bright side, Eric, we get tacos after this.
You see how I handled that? You see how it was a bright side?
Is that dice?
It looked like a dice to me. I don't see it, so we have to assume it must have been a dice.
It was a token. It's an ATC token. Here's another one.
Be careful, I might just make all this.
All right, so this is stickied, this is stickied. So I'm going to move him, I know. Move him. Let's see, 8 inches. Do you mind rolling me in advance real quick?
4.
4 inches. Cool. These guys were guarding this. Because you have to do command phase, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are not going to guard that. They'll guard that. That's already been guarded.
I think you can keep guarding.
Oh, you can keep guarding?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay. I should have guarded them. That's fine.
Yeah, you can just keep guarding. Like, Burden of Trust, apparently, is just like, there's no cap.
No cap.
Yeah, so like, so you're going to get 4, 8, 12, 16, and then if something is on it guarding it, you can get another 8 right now?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That is kind
Can't you
goofy.
only get points for guarding once per turn, though? You can guard multiple objectives, but it only scores one time.
I think you get 2
The
per
opponent, so the opponent of the player whose turn it is scores 2 VP for each of their units, excluding battle shock units, that are within range and guarding an objective marker that they control.
These guys actually
So,
move another
each.
2.
And there's no cap mentioned. So this is one where, yeah, you get a lot of infantry. And just be like, we're here, we're guarding it. Can you catch up with us?
I forgot these guys were screeded. They just move another 2 inches. All right. These guys move 7. Let's see, they can move into there. All right, I'm gonna spend a CP to give them fallback and charge.
Okay.
So they are gonna try to charge Eldrad. these guys are going to advance 3 inches, so even 10 with the screed.
They have advance and shoot.
Yep. Yeah, Conquer gives them advance and shoot.
Oh, okay. I'm in danger. Here, you want to do this,
Oh yeah, thank you.
because then you won't be able to see technically.
All right. And let's see, this is going to be, this thing's going to go in here. They're going to get out. And I think I can just pivot like that.
Unless Eric gets some big opportunities in his next turn, guys. This might be the fast track to
I
talk.
think by big opportunities, you mean I roll nothing but 6s for saves.
Or maybe Steve just forgets where he is.
No.
So you have to call somebody.
No, Steve just has to roll dice.
And then when he finally comes to you, he'd be like, yeah, you were playing Eldar. It went bad for you.
Oh. I was going to say, the last time I was in a situation like this, the power went out for 3 blocks.
Quick, hit the breaker, Eric.
It's right next to you.
No, you have to do it.
You're in my way.
It doesn't matter. Let's see.
Yeah, not enough sparkle fingers in the list for that.
Yeah, true. That's true. That was a jazz hand night. All this lichen.
Haven't had a chance to check the list yet, Moonlit and Ari. Definitely check it out after this. This is the Raven Guard list, of course. That
I can't
is
wait.
100% Ultramarine free.
I can't wait to see it. Caven has a good rule. Like, he is worth taking. To say he is worth taking over, like, Gilliman and all the rest of the...
I'd like to point out that I'm sure it's a great list,
Yeah.
but I don't think I'm seeing anyone taking any of the compliant chapters outside of Ultramarines.
Right.
Well, I mean, that +1 to wound is
Oh yeah, like they're doing it, but they're like,
pretty strong.
but they're gonna go do it with like Blood Angels or something. Like we just won't take Sanguinary Guard,
Yeah.
Right.
but we're still gonna take lag detachment or whatever.
He's going to move back.
So we're gonna hit you really, really hard now.
Yeah, the Iron Hands list I wrote actually has Pharos in it.
Oh wow.
It's a real Iron Hands list. And I wouldn't say it's a meme list, but it kind of is.
So the thing I'm kind of disappointed in
That means nothing to us, Steve.
is the fact that like regular Space Marines, they have all these different characters. Well, Chaos Space Marines do too. All these different characters you could take are effectively in like they're in the 4 Legion books that we're about to have, right?
Right.
So like the core book has like Abaddon, he's cool. Fabius Bile, he's cool. And Harkin World Claimer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abian's best friend, I guess, who claims worlds for him.
He puts a spear in the world.
So like, there's that. But like, I don't have any like of my Legion characters, right? Like, as an Iron Warrior player, I think there was a guy. God, what was his name? Like, so I know there's Hanso,
I forgot like who the Iron character
and I can't remember
the
who.
surviving ones.
There's Dantioch and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think he survived. I don't remember. But like in the 40k like novels, right? Like the
Right.
active 40k novels. There is Hanso, who's like the main warsmith now, I guess, who's like a half bastard or something like that, half blood, because he was made with Imperial Fist gene seed as well, because it was the gene seed that Perturabo stole from the Imperial Fists.
That's cool. That's funny.
Oh.
Yeah, Iron Warriors are in that rare category where they
They also had a named Demon Prince who was the warsmith of Hanzo before Hanzo became the warsmith. Mm-hmm. Who, like, he did something and just kind of like, okay, Hanzo, it's yours. I'm going to grow wings and fly off into the warp.
All right. Let's
So, like, there's those characters. There's a couple Night Lords characters that I can't recall that have been active in the books, things like that. Like, why don't we have those?
Yeah.
I would love to have Hanzo.
Night Lords need characters. Like,
Fun fact:
all their characters are cool.
there was an Ultramarine character that he killed. That's why Uriel Ventress hates Hanzo, because it was like his best friend. Mm-hmm. Who, much like Ferrus Manus, had a necrodermis arm.
What a copycat.
Yeah. So Hanzo killed him after he lost his arm.
Nice.
Cut his arm off and had it grafted on.
Has it grafted on?
So he has a necrodermis arm.
Nice. Yeah,
I would love that character.
I wish they. I feel like the big rumor is that we're gonna get a Space Marine book that's gonna have characters and stuff in it. That's like the mystery Salamander book. But I feel like I have a lot of CSM friends, and I completely agree with them that CSM need the same treatment. Like, if they're gonna make chapter specific like flavor again, I feel like it should be on the CSM side too. Because there's so many cool characters that are just like left by the, hey, you know, there's so many cool characters left by the wayside, and it sucks. Like, me playing Iron Hands and seeing all of the cool 30k characters along with all the cool 30k characters that come out for Iron Warriors.
Well, for
I'm
everyone,
like,
all
yeah.
of them are actually pretty cool.
I'm like, shoot, man, I wish we had like those sculpts. Those are awesome.
What did you think of that new Angron model?
I like it more than I like this guy over here, to be honest.
I disagree.
I'm with Steve on this. I feel like
Yeah.
his proportions are all janky. Like his chest plate. It's
Yeah.
like he's wearing his dad's chest plate.
Right.
Like, you'll grow into it, Angron.
Yeah. His proportions are a little weird. I think like there was something about his face that I didn't like, and then when I zoomed in, I was like, oh, it's because he has a nose. Like, they like his nose.
Now, is that a resin kit?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. So
for
it's
sure.
not worth its money anyway.
So, like, I don't know. This one is okay to me, but like that one, I think if they had that one and the new one's pose, I would like that better. I just don't like this. I'm Angron.
Right.
Yeah, I will
I like
say,
this whole like screw all of you. I'm
Yeah.
Angron, right?
I will agree with
That's
you
fair.
that the new Angron model really isn't that great either. It's kind of derpy looking.
I think this guy looks derpy.
That's what I mean. Like the existing Angron for 40k
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
is kind of derpy looking, but the new one is worse. In my opinion.
I think they could have done better for sure. But I think the posing.
He needs stilts.
He does need stilts. Yeah, if only he had stilts.
Well, he had stilts.
I think like they've been knocking out of the park with the Chaos Primarchs in 30k. Angron, I feel like, is a rare miss. Like, the Fulgrim model looks amazing.
Really? You
The
think
Hor-
he was the first one? I
The
think he's
Horus
like,
Ascended technically, I guess, was the first one, but that's just a bigger Horus.
well, no,
He still
Horus
looks cool as heck.
Well, Horus Ascendant came. That was one that came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the
The first demon one, technically, with
first
demon
demon.
features, would be Fulgrim.
Yeah.
And I think he looks great. I think he looks cooler.
the new Demon Primarch Fulgrim for 30k.
I like the 30k model a little bit better than the 40k one.
I do as well.
I'm one of those guys.
Yeah, but the 40k one's plastic, right?
40k one's plastic, and it's not like probably like 2.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot easier to move around. It's not resin. That's
so,
that's a big draw.
Yeah. Send it. What do you got, man?
I'm gonna shoot the bots into your Wind Riders.
You won't,
Okay.
coward.
D6 plus 2 shots, so 4, 7, 8, 9.
All right. These are AP2.
They are AP2, yes.
All right. I'll have 6 up invuln saves.
Hey, Steve, use this.
What is that?
It's not a dice.
You son of a... your toughness is 4,
Yeah. Toughness is 4.
so 3 is here. All right, so 2, 4, 6.
All right. They're dead. Because one guy already had a wound on him.
Oh, yeah, from the...
Yep. From the bounce.
All right. Let's see. I guess I'll do these guys into Eldreds,
Okay.
Storm Guardians.
Yep.
Oh, and since this is live on the internet, this does count as cyberbullying. Just so we're aware.
In so many ways. in so many ways. Infiltrators, they get flechette blasters. Yeah, okay, so they all have the same. Cool. It's not like a unit. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, I got Julian one time by throwing a dice at him while he had a handful of dice,
And he
tried
just,
to
like,
catch it.
tried to
dropped,
catch
like,
all of
4
it?
dice from his hand.
Okay. So you set on force?
Yep.
Wow, that's gross. Terrible roll.
This is why I should have saved my CP. Could have made you hit on 5s.
Oh, man.
Actually, that would have been still really good by the looks of it.
And these are going to wound on 4s. Okay. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
8 into the Storm Guardians.
8 with Storm Guardians.
Any AP or ignore cover?
No AP, no ignore cover. All right. You get both.
3s. We killed 2 guys.
Cool. Okay. Let's see.
We're going to be in combat, so I guess we just kill these flamers. Not going to need those in a bit.
I am curious for chat's opinion on this. We had a lot of buzz about Eldar being broken and everything.
Yeah.
I'm wondering now that the book has been out and people have had an opportunity to get some reps, how broken people think the Eldar book is now.
I think it's still good. I think I'm just making a lot of mistakes.
I have to agree with Eric on this one.
He's like, yeah, Eric sucks. Eldar are good.
I think there's...
I'm going to move 8 inches.
Okay, cool. I think there was like a lot of little things that Eric could have done that would have helped this out a little bit. But yeah, I still think the book is super strong. And honestly, like if Eric's go turn for clapback had went just a little different, if I didn't save as much, if he rolled a little better, like this would be an entirely different game. I mean, I guess you could say that about every game of 40k, but
I mean, it's a little soon to be bringing that up, man. Give him time to heal.
But no, I think the book is super strong, and I feel like you only get better the more you play it, and so I'm a little worried about my next game with Eric, because
Well, your next game, he's got a surprise for you.
yeah,
I do?
Yeah, the ears.
he's gonna bring the ears.
Shh, quiet.
That is the sauce.
A little sneak peek for you guys tuning in today for what's to come.
All right, this boy will shoot at this guy.
I hope you missed horribly and I make all these saves.
You might.
And I just stop the rest of that army like they can't pass this Wraith Lord, Gandalf style.
Yeah, they shall not pass.
I am the bearer of the secret flame,
Flame of Uldra.
Edu Iluvatar,
All
the
right,
one above all. I'm a big Lord of the Rings nerd.
bringing those ears next time. A terrible roll, but a few sustain. More than a few. Okay, that's actually not that bad of a roll. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Chad is also stating that Admech is a pretty tough matchup for Eldar.
It is.
The way it's built.
Everything hurts them. Like, and Admech has a disgusting amount of a 1 wound.
1?
Yep, 1 wound, AP 1. Admech has a gross amount of volume, and all
I
their
bounce that back to you, take a mortal wound.
You can't copy me.
I probably invented it. What are you talking about?
That is true, actually. Okay, and now these guys are all going to shoot at him. So I'll do the special weapons first, the plasma and the arc rifle. So plasma, miss, hit. It's going to win you on 5s, but I get rerolls because of the boat. So 1 wound at neg 2, I think.
It's dead. Did you
Johnny's
overcharge?
basically
Yeah, I
saying the
overcharged.
same thing. That
I don't explode.
It's probably a pretty high skill cap army, and the people that play Eldar well, Eldar is probably very, very strong, but it probably
Yeah.
punishes mistakes a little
Yeah.
extra hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's
I'm
the-
fine
that's
with
the
that.
thing.
You know, I lost, like, how many points are Warwalkers? I lost all 3 of them pretty quickly. That was a big mistake, obviously.
Now, do you think a
Yeah, it was
part of
almost
that
300 points.
might be
Yeah.
that they're missing paint?
No. No, I just wasn't paying attention to the angles. I lost
That's
two of them
funny,
off the
'cause
rip.
In my days of World of Warcraft, when I'd have bad games, it was typically because I needed to fix my transmog.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Yeah, losing all 3 Warwalkers pretty quick, that's 300 points. What else did I lose? A unit of bikes.
Yeah, the Warwalkers early.
That's almost another 100 points right there. 80.
And more than that, mobility that would be really nice for trying to take late game objectives.
Yeah.
Yeah. That boat is going to shoot into your Mogan Raw unit.
Okay.
Jeez. 2, 3, 4. Wooting on 3s. Rerolling. Okay, all 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16 at neg 1 AP.
Ignoring cover or anything?
No, I think you'll get cover. Yeah, you'll get cover.
Oh, 5 at a time? Good so far. Alright, we'll kill 2 guys. I can take 3. Kill another guy. And this is just on the Exarch now.
Cool.
And he's alive. Last one. Alright.
Cool.
Maugan and the Exarch are alive. Come on. Yeah, no, I think I just need to get a little more precision scalpel. Remember, like, Maugan would not be getting shot right now if I kept a CP in check, right?
Yep.
Well, the one good thing about it, as some might call a bright side, is that you are going to be our Eldar player. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
are going to be afforded many opportunities to kind of raise your skill cap with them, and hopefully, just rain destruction on everyone who stands against you. Because friendship.
All right.
I'm going to buy Steve some Admech dice he needs to use next time instead of these Slanesh
So
ones.
these last ones, yeah.
It's going to be 6 dice with just a 1 on every pit. Like,
Yeah.
No. It'll be 1, 2, and 3, and then like 4s on the rest of them.
Yeah.
It's going to have a logo of a middle finger, right? It's also going to be a 1.
Yeah. No. That could be a 6.
All right. Let me borrow one of yours.
Go for it.
Haha.
My dice aren't poisoning yours quick enough.
So this is going to be the birds. I got one more to roll after this into your Mogan Raw unit. Okay.
Like, I'm still sold on the Reapers and Raw over here. It's a good unit.
Yeah.
In a Falcon. It does its work. It did decent. I just really think the best place for it to be is an aspect with all those ones I rolled to hit.
I think so too, yeah.
Because I fell into the same thing that happened when I forgot that rule against Julian, was just like, oh, look what happens when my 4 shots and only 1 hits. But if I was an aspect, I could have been re-rolling.
Right.
Like those problems.
Okay. So that is 6 at AP1, but
No cover?
I think you got cover.
No, I don't have cover.
No, you don't.
Yeah. So 2 at a time until we get to Raw. All right, he's got 1. He's good.
He's good.
He's
real
good.
good.
He's dead.
dead.
Last one on Raw for a 2 up to a 3 up. He's down to, hopefully it's 4.
I think they have like 5 or 6. They have a lot of wounds.
They have 5.
Yeah.
It's 4 left. I guess that's a lot of wounds for Eldar. Because like all the other characters have like 4.
And do you have anything you're cooking up yet for Seer Host? Obviously, as one of the detachments, we're going to get all of the other
The psychic one?
at some point.
I haven't taken a good hard look at it. It's the least interesting to me.
Yeah.
It'll probably be the last one I do. Like Wraith or the bikes are next. We may entertain Armored Warhost with the new rules, or the new army rules at least. The Ynnari one is interesting, but I don't know if we have all the necessary things that I need for it. I know we got some of them,
Well, the good news is, right side, we don't even have to paint models around here anymore.
Yeah, I know, right?
apparently. Slackers.
It's coming. TM.
Look, I'm leaning heavily on Eric with that, guys, because Steve doesn't have a bunch of best painted trophies on the rack.
That's
behind
true.
us.
Eric,
Neither do I, shockingly.
Most of Steve's grays are mine.
yeah, that's also true. Yeah, the grays are mostly except for stilts.
Oh, I got all my grays from my wife, I'm sure.
I'm gonna shoot the Vanguard unit, their radium guns into Moganra,
Okay.
and I think, yeah, pretty much everything to Moganra except for the arc rifle. I'm gonna shoot the arc rifle into the Falcon.
Okay.
All right. Okay. And these are going to wound on 4s. I don't get to re-roll them, unfortunately, because they didn't get out of that transport.
Moonlit does say they've got a rain that we can use, actually.
Nice.
6 AP.
6 AP1. Ignore cover.
How do you keep getting AP?
That's their benefit. That's their...
He takes 2 more wounds.
Okay.
Like, I remember reading all these. I was like, oh, he has no AP on any of these guns.
No, that's the Admech rework is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they need to be nerfed again. They need to take that rule back.
Another wound AP3 actually.
He's how much?
2 damage.
He's dead.
Okay. And does that guy explode? Nope. Yeah, I think he's out of range. So just one shot with him. That hits. And 4+. Nope. Get wrecked. Okay, I think that's all I can really shoot here. Yeah, they don't have a target.
Steve here just stalling, watching Eric slowly bleed out.
I've already been shanked. Right in the kidney.
Let's see, what is that, like a 10? Yeah, it's like a 10.
There's a guy here you can charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I might do that. That's like a 7.
7? Yeah.
Okay. So
That
yeah,
should-
I'll go ahead and charge that. Oh man.
So it's 8-inch to get to
Eldrad?
Eldrad's unit.
Okay.
But obviously there's a whole bunch of other stuff you're going to have to multi-charge, but you'll probably murder all of it. Given the fact that that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, like 30 attacks over there.
Yeah, more or less. I think I'm
Yeah.
just gonna charge the 2 platforms.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'll do that. And then the bots are gonna charge, I guess, the D cannon. I might as well get them on.
Okay.
Oh, and sorry, these guys actually have to move.
Do they though?
So, Steve, are you locking in Saturday night for Cherokee? You gonna do dinner, do the meet and greet?
Oh yeah. No, I'm super down.
I got to brush up on all of my cult conversations.
Yeah, me and Whit will be there. She will be expecting to learn about more cults.
I'll bring some Kool-Aid. We got talking about reality TV shows last year, and last year was like, or reality TV shows and docuseries, right? And there was a couple of things that I had just watched that were cult related, and it was a subject of conversation at dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, that is one of her like areas of interest. She's a real culty lady. Okay.
Sounds like a red flag.
Pretty much.
Or
Rust
a bright
Stalkers
side.
first.
It really depends on perspective.
All right, 5.
Who is that?
The Rust Stalkers. Is that going to make that long charge?
These guys here?
Yeah, into was 5 inches to make of that?
You're doing both, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
He would have to go here,
Cool.
and then one can go here, and then you can just.
Yeah.
He's in this unit too, right?
Yep, he's in there too.
So you got your pylons, and you'll probably be fine.
All right. These guys are going to make their 7 on him. They actually do. So 7 inches.
Yep.
And the robots are going to go into that D cannon. 6 inches, that should make it.
Thank you.
Cool.
You're good.
I think that's
Eric
it.
just wanted to move some models.
I'm just
He's getting bored.
I'm just helping speed this up.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen Eric is actually collecting models in his deployment zone?
All right, so I'll activate with the stalkers first. Let's see. And yep, let's get on one. I'm gonna spend a CP to give them the rerolls again. So let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10.
T6 for up save.
Cool. 15, 20. Hit on 3s. Rolling 1s. 2s are out. Nothing happens on 6s. Cool. And then winning on 5s. Alright, these are devs. Rerolls.
See, 4 5s.
Yeah.
Any rerolls?
Yeah. I got a few here. So 4 5s. Another dev. These are at neg 2. Go ahead.
He's dead. Did they explode? No. All right. That was this one or the which one?
I pooped it.
What did you?
It's that one.
don't
No, I think I could still. No, I can't. Shoot, I should have attacked with the robot first. Oh well. I'll let you have this one.
I mean, doesn't really matter. It's dying regardless.
Yeah, I was. Well, if I attack with a robot first, then I would have killed that thing,
Yeah.
and then I could consolidate into Eldrad with the Rust Stalkers, but it did out of sequence.
Let him die.
He's already dead. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna say they do that. They're good.
Yeah. I don't own a single thing, and I didn't make it past.
I was
20
gonna
points.
say it's in the deployment zone. Who cares?
You've just been beating a dead horse for the last
Yeah,
hour.
I'm sorry. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, we've actually already held Eric's service, right? He's been buried, grass
Yeah.
is regrowing on top of the grave already.
I got Storm Hostile for 4.
His
And-
tombstone only reads safe.
Oh, roll me for 4. Oh, actually, I got these guys too. I forgot. Okay. That's
I'm dead,
Madrid.
man. I'm dead.
Well, as we move into this following turn, Eric, is this about the time we wave that flag?
Are we gonna do it?
Oh yeah,
I
it's
think
over.
it's that time. Let's go ahead and roll that
Okay,
winner
man.
screen. Toaster Bros.
Toaster Bros.
Battery is not included. Well, Eric, it was a close one. You nearly made it out of your deployment zone.
I technically made it out of it. I just didn't make it past like 3 or 4 inches out.
Yeah.
Then he just started one-shotting stuff.
Yeah. Picking up those early World Walkers, I feel like that was
That was a bright side. Yeah.
wasn't
Right.
it's on the bright side. I picked those up early.
So absolute domination here by Admech this evening. This KG play of Admech is terrifying for sure. Apparently, guys, if you don't know, KG means yeet everything into no man's land and kill as much as
Yeah,
possible.
KG just means YOLO everything out.
So takeaways from this game. Eric, let's start with you. I know you talked about you made a couple of mistakes. One of the things you mentioned, of course, Mog and Ra not having the CP to get comfortably back into that Falcon.
Yeah.
What are some of the other takeaways that you've pulled from this game?
Kind of similar to the game of Julian, where I think I gave too much up early on.
Right.
I know nothing outside of, the Wraith stuff or an Avatar is technically tough in this army.
Yeah.
Honestly, almost every aspect of it dies to a stiff breeze, regardless of what I'm facing. He just has a huge
he
volume
has a
of
lot
fire.
of stiff breezes.
Yeah, he has a huge volume of firepower over there. So I needed to be more conscientious of that. Also, but like, I don't have the, against when he got real pushy, or he just pushed into
KG8.
yeah, yeah. When he pushed into the center, I don't have anything that can push to the center and hold it against
Right.
him. Right. So like, my only recourse was to hopefully kill enough stuff, and in the back half of the game,
Move in.
go forward.
Well,
And none of
luckily
that.
we're not going to see the back half of the game.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing connected kind of the way I needed it to, or hoped it to, or mapped it out to. It is what it is.
Now, do you feel like the pole position changes the dynamic at all? Had you gone first, for example?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I wanted to go second, and I lost, the 3 Warwalkers because of a scout move and not catching an angle,
Right.
where you just slid into it. It's like, cool, we kill a Warwalker. Oh, we
Yeah.
kill another Warwalker. We kill another Warwalker. And I was just like, great. It happens.
So, do you feel like there's any changes to the list that might benefit the AdMech matchup?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Different list tweaks or different
I mean-
detachments? Is there a detachment out there that you think is going to be a better matchup into this? Obviously, we're not writing lists for like one boogeyman if
Right,
we're going to a
right.
tournament. It's got to be an all.
I think this detachment is still a great detachment. Honestly, I think I probably would have liked fire dragons, but haven't been able to get them.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe a little less bikes, and just remembering not to give stuff up.
Right.
Maybe some swooping hawks. Consider, if I had 2 units of hawks, he left his backfield wide open. I would have had a game in that direction. But
So, Steve, this is your first time ever bullying somebody.
Yeah.
In your life, I'm sure. Not even.
I'm
just
a nice
40K, Nice guy. Until you get Eldar across from you.
Yeah.
And then you go full cyberbully. Let's talk a little bit about the list. Did it play how you expected it to, or did you find yourself doing a lot of audibles here at the table?
It played pretty much the way I thought it would. This terrain layout is a little.
Well, it's good to know you thought you were going to dumpster Eric.
No, I didn't think I was.
The game.
I did think that. I thought that no matter what, like we said it right at the top, like whoever gets a line of sight with enough units will just pick up models.
Right.
Like,
We did mention that.
And so if Eric.
except me. I got line of sight, and I didn't really pick up a whole lot.
Yeah, I ended up saving, and that's the weird thing. Like the AdMech can throw the math. If you start rolling hot on 5s, like you can just totally blunt someone's go turn, and it's weird how they work. I usually don't roll as hot on saves, and I think that was definitely something that kind of like pushed it over the edge. But no, like I think the list more or less worked the way I thought it would, and I did make this list a little more tough because we were talking about how strong Eldar was going in.
Right.
And so like this was like definitely a little more competitive.
Did
than
have 300 extra points we approved before the game, just in case.
Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't have had any of these tanks or no.
It felt like more than that, I'm sure.
So is this 7th edition all over again? Where Admit got to bring an extra 500 points to every game?
Yep.
Well, the punch routes were free.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But no, I think it played about as well as I thought it would. I had a lot of elements to move up and try to take early board. Eldar can do that with a few of their units, but usually, at least the way that I've seen it, a lot of Eldar games are sort of like stage and then big go turn and then score your primary and everything after you like basically eliminate most of your threats.
Right.
And I think that's what Eric was trying to do, like from the get-go, because both these armies are very like shooting intense. Like you guys point out in chat, AdMech have a natural advantage, I feel like, into Eldar because they have a crazy volume of strength 3, ignores cover, AP1 stuff that just like shreds a lot of troop bodies.
Right.
So yeah, it was kind of an uphill battle for Eric from the get-go. I think Swooping Hawks would have been good. I think like maybe Warp Spiders with Flamers, that could have been good. But I mean, either way, it was a lot of firepower and a lot of early game territory that I was eating up and trying to like. And the difference between me and Eric's army is that I can actually have a couple like tanks sit on objectives that he can't automatically
Just
delete.
shift really
Yeah.
easily, right? Well, there you have it, guys. That is our AdMech versus Eldar this evening. Thank you again for tuning in for another one of these cave reps. I do want to remind everybody we are not going to have a stream next Saturday.
Eric will be in Cherokee.
Several of us are going to be at Cherokee. We may or may not get Eric in there. Eric, I do have to, before you go home and watch the video and see for yourself, the poll was yes or definitely yes. So you didn't really have a chance at all in the poll. So I'm still going to give you free will and let you determine if you're going to be able to join us next weekend, of course.
Yeah.
But yes did win, just so that on the bright side. Yes did win. We will have our normal shows next week as normal, although you guys won't see me on Sunday night. Our Sunday crew is rock solid and going to put on a great show for you guys as well. The rest of our shows, completely untouched, so we will be back here tomorrow and again on Wednesday. Definitely hope to see you guys for those as well. Let's have a look at that floor dice. What does that floor dice count?
Eric, 7. Steve, 3.
Well, you win something, Eric.
On the bright side.
You win something. And what is our vibe here this
I don't
evening?
even know where that went. Yeah, right there.
Mad scientist ordering his minions.
Okay.
All right.
So let's get these mad scientist vibes going, and let's roll these spicy credits.
Let's see. Igor! Get over here and start picking my models up.
Yeah, boss.
Come on. Come on. All right, Grotworks, Jim Kearney, Jason, Bourbon C, I need you all to get in here and start cleaning up, because I want to go home. Do you understand me? Enter Adeptus. Dastardly DM, Mr. Dumbledore. Almost Functional Gaming, Jehu and Iron Soul. Where is everyone? You were supposed to get the ingredients for this list for me. And that is why I lost so poorly. You are all going to suffer when we get back. Mike Lee, Nurgle Cultist Chris, you guys too. Don't think I forgot about you.
Yeah, I think we found Eric's actual identity.
That's Eric's normal voice, guys.
He's been doing the Eric thing for so long because he didn't want us to know his true calling. Guys, thanks again for tuning in. A big thank you, of course, to the Gob Squad for all of the support. Thank you so much for that. It's always so good to see those badges in chat. For everybody else as well, thank you for tuning in, watching the video, whether it's live with us here today or after the fact. We absolutely appreciate you spending that time with us. Make sure you do hit a thumb up on this video if you want to help let YouTube know that we're doing all right.
Yeah.
Until next time, catchphrase.
I thought it was pink eye.